This has been one hell of an experience. Have a look at that. Changing the garden. Made a little seat over there. Into the little bush. You can see inside. Feel the fabric. Yeah, guys, let's pay a visit. Picking up a ticket, random day just come up. Yeah, we're getting a ticket to go back to Tokyo for the night in the hotel. We'll be editing all this possible. Do try turning into chills up. We're doing that last Monday.
I'm with a cold sweat.
Hot sweat, mate.
You said this were going home with you.
600 quid, wasn't it?
What? How much? Hey, oh, did you hear that?
No.
He said 600. We're having that as a first time thing.
20 seconds.
Right, if I bid again, are you going to bid any more?
He's
got that stone cafe telling his balls on it.
10, 9,
Well done, mate.
Well done.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But then, do you not get? If you get a swipe, do you not? Does it not start to build up down?
Sorry, I had to do it.
To beat everything I've ever built on a slope, mate.
Every time I play that intro, I'm just laughing at it because it does. It's like there's so many good memories with some of the bits and pieces on there. Smart.
There is, mate. The last bit where Rick turns around and says, "Everything I've ever built's always been on a slope." That probably makes me giggle. Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to this week's GKP Thursday Night Live. I hope everybody's well and had a good week so far up to press. And the last few there that I just missed were just dropped in there with Dark Horse Coy. It says hi everyone, Susan, and then Steelman Dave, Hubba Coy, Eric Gorman, and Sharpie Coy. Hey, what's me doing? Hope you're well, mate. Mate, that was a random rush towards the end of the evening to get home and to get back and get home in time. And then I remembered that I'd got some bags of Sakai Akari that I had to go out there and put in my tub.
And they've been treating your pond this week as well.
I have, mate. Yeah, I have. I've got a fish that I got off of Vince many moons ago. It was an Achiba, and then it's changed and been all sorts of different colours. But again, starting to look a little bit more Deutsche Achiba-ish again. And I've noticed it's been looking a little bit sulky. It's been down at the bottom of the pond. It's been just hanging around a little bit. And every time I go out, where the rest of them are all cruising around feeding, and this one's just been lurking there, just not on the bottom, but just off the bottom, kind of just still. So I thought I'm going to have a look at it. And when I checked it and had a look, it has got a little bit of gill damage. And I thought, oh, bastard, what the hell's caused that? So I thought I'll do some checks, and I'll have a good scrape from inside the gill and check and make sure it's not got gill flukes, but nothing. I mean, we're not talking about anything major bad. You know, it was just one or two little bits that looked on the tips of the gill that were tiny little white bits, but they looked like it's been something that's healed in past. I know I did have a lot of trouble before when I had that ammonia burn, bad high levels of ammonia in pond, which I think affected a couple of the fish that were in there in the past, but never really noticed if it'd been anything to do with that one. So I thought, right, let's get this fish out. We'll give it a check, make sure it's all good, and we'll take a couple of scrapes off it. And when I did, I found trick. So I thought, let's take three scrapes off of it. We'll have one from underside, one from left flank, one from right flank, and have a good check on them all. So I did, and one scrape found nothing. Clean as a whistle. Second one, I found four or five trick on it. And the third one, I found 3 on it. So we're not talking about stupid numbers like I saw when I went around and did my dad's. But I thought, if they're in there and it's on one fish and that fish is not too happy with it, like the others, there's a few more in there and they're going to be on other fish. So we'll hit them with some Alprex and do a 2-day treatment, which is what as recommended on packaging and box. So we've gone in, we've given it them, we've had that done, and everything seems to be better. Everything seems to be, he's swimming around and moving about as it was within a couple of hours of the treatment being in. It was more active. So
it's just, it amazes me though how we keep getting these parasites coming back.
Yeah. I've never had, well,
haven't you PP'd recently as well?
Yeah, you'd have thought that would have nailed the shit out of anything, wouldn't you? Especially a double PP treatment on the bounce. And that's the one thing I did go in with. I did go in with quite a
overdose.
Yeah, not stupid levels, but I'm wondering if that's perhaps what's made a little bit of damage to the gill. But
the trichodina should never be there, though.
No, that's it, mate. Trichodina should have been killed within that treatment. You know, that's with the PP treatment. It should have been eradicated with that, especially for doing it, leaving it in and not neutralizing it, and doing a full day, a water change, filter clean, and then dosing again the following day, and then leaving it a day, doing a full filter clean, and going in with, with the fluke treatment, Fluke S. Now, I will say this, mate. I did take out a couple of fish and checked every one. Not one single fluke. So I'd rather be dealing with Trick and Costia and Chiladanilla, because I seem to have more luck getting rid of them than what I have in the past of trying to get rid of fluke. So although it's not good to have any of them, I'd rather that than the fluke again, because I don't want to have to keep. I've put a lot of fluke treatment in again this year and a lot of fluke treatment in last year, and I don't want to continuously keep hitting them with fluke treatment after fluke treatment after fluke treatment after fluke treatment, because it's just too many chemicals in water. It's just not good enough. It's not good for them. But it's one of them things, isn't it? We've hopefully I'm going to leave them, because I've left it in for the course. Put it in first day as it says, and then you treat it again second day as it says, and I'm going to leave it in then come to weekend. Come weekend, I'm going to do a few more scrapes, but check that one particular fish again, see if it's got any left on it, or check 3 or 4 other fish and see if there's anything on anything else. And if I'm good, I'm good. But I know I'm good for flukes. But I did say the other day on one of my videos that I did a couple of weeks back, that there was still the odd fish flicking, and it's making me wonder if that's what it was. And I'd missed that, because that's cost you a trick, and flukes I've had now in the
summer.
Yeah, throughout this summer, which is more than likely introduced at some point, somehow, somewhere. But it's not. I don't think.
I do wonder whether these parasites are actually being introduced. The standard format everybody always jumps to it is, what's the last fish you added to the pond?
Yeah.
Must have come in on those. But I honestly, certainly when you've got so many tanks like I have here, and you definitely have, you're not introducing fish, and you don't see any sign of any flukes for months and months and months. Sit in the polytunnel, nothing shows up at all. And those fish are healthy. You're doing your scrapes, and in my case, every Friday, I go through every single tank and do the scrapes. Don't see anything show up, and then all of a sudden, I got white spot. And it's like, where the hell did that come from?
Where's that been?
Yeah, because I haven't introduced anything in there. Those fish have been in there since March this year. And all of a sudden, I got white spot up here. And right at the beginning, when we first got the fish in, obviously they went through all the treatments, they went through all the quarantine. So they'd seen the medication to get rid of the white spot. But how can all of a sudden you just in one tank alone, just bang?
Yeah, that's the thing, mate. And we see it at work. You can go around and have 3 weeks, 3 rounds of 3 weeks of scrapes, and we'll do, if there's a vat with 150 fish, and we'll do 4 or 5 fish, several scrapes off of each fish, and we'll check every one, and do it like that. And then next following week, same tank, different fish. To make sure that you're going through them. And we can have it there, mate, where you think everything's hunky-dory, and then you get that little bit of a warm spot, and then you notice something's just not right, and then all of a sudden, fluke again. But
yeah.
they're so difficult to... I think the parasites are getting more and more difficult to actually get on top of. But, like you said, mate, I don't understand how I've still managed to get them in there. The only thing I could say is... I did replace the filter system on the outside, and I know that kind of parasite can harbour a long time in a filter, especially in a trickle tower. And I did take out and replace and put a new barrel in, because the barrel had cracked, and that's only a couple of weeks before my holiday. And then I had one go on the filter system on the inside the filter house, literally the day of going away. So I had to whip to get that one sorted out, but. Yeah, it's sorry, Susan. Sorry, mispronounced that. I thought that was Susan. Then it's not Susan. It's Sunskin. Is that right? Sunskin koi. What treatment do I use? I use all the treatments I use. I'll go through them all, and then I used to use Fluke P, but the last time I tried with Fluke P, I've treated 2 weekends in a row, and I still had flukes. I had no success with it on this occasion. But the previous time I'd used it, it seemed to be quite effective. But now I use Fluke S. Prior to Fluke S, I PP treated before. But for the Costia and for the trick, I've used Alprex. But this time is one of those things. It's come from somewhere I don't know where. It could have been lurking in my filter system, and me going through a full flush out of the system and taking all the media out, giving it a rinse off, and then putting it all back in again. Maybe it's just flushed through the filter system and back into the pond again, and give it, somewhere to get a host again. I don't know, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes and how it progresses. Everything looks fine. I'm not seeing anything flash or flick, but to go in with the double treatment was belts and braces just to make sure. I was half tempted to go in again with a PP, but I thought with that particular fish in there that I got the gills that looked a little iffy, I think I'm going to lay off the PP treatment for the remainder of this season this year, and hopefully everything all comes good. But one thing I did notice, and I was talking with Vince about this the other day, and I was asking him, I can't remember just when I got that fish from Vince, and I'm thinking I got the fish from Vince 2 years ago, and that means when I bought it off of Vince, it was 26 to just over pushing to 27 cm, and now it's 46 cm. Now I know that's not massive major growth for a lot of people, but if I've had that fish 2 years, that's 10 cm a year that fish has done, which is, for me, in an unheated pond, and for my pond, for me, that's pretty damn good growth. I'm quite happy with that. But I just wanted to make sure that that particular fish were all right before, and rather than going in with nice chilled day after a season in the hyperbaric chamber. No, what's that one about, Vince? But yeah, so that's still not bad. And I was talking to Vince and I was saying, I'm so tempted now. I knew Marie's fish that we got, the quite recent one, that's grown 7 cm in the time that I've had it, which is only a matter of months, which is really good. But to see the 20 cm growth on that fish in 2 years, for me, I was quite happy with. But I think it's also something to do more with the bigger pond as well, compared to what there was in before as well, giving them a bit more.
It's pretty amazing the growth that you can get on the same batch of fish under the same circumstance, same water, same feed, and what the variance is that you can get from it. Like on one of the toe-side tanks there that came in March, they were 15 to 17 cm. The biggest one I pulled out a month ago is 42 centimeters, and the smallest is probably still at 20 cm. And it's like,
mad, isn't it?
Yeah, why? And they've come from literally this for the same variety, so potentially the same brood stock. And
but yet you get such a massive difference in growth.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. It's all the free sake. I've just literally bought 20 kg of sake out of Kari, and it's literally just been brought home and put in my shed, and you can ask Ryan because he dropped it off for me this morning. I got 15 kg of balance and 5 kg of colour, and I literally just got this up and on and stuck out there this evening as late as I did, because that's what I was doing, mixing koi food up. So I've just topped up the feeder and topped that up with a fresh batch, filled up my little pot that I feed them with in the morning before I go out, and the tamasabas on, and then literally banged in the whole batch and mixed it all up in the shed just before I run in here and made the live ready. I try and catch up with a few people because there's been a few more, obviously, that have just jumped in and joined us. Now then, I've got one topic that I'm going to bring up that Terriers 1908 posted the other day as a comment on one of my videos. And it was something I think that's worth having a natter and a chat about. He bought 20 and got another 20 free. He didn't. Don't get note free. I should have pulled them off. I'm even pricing up with Ryan, and he's going to let me know when he gets back from his weekend away. Pricing up two new fish. Ginrin Asage, 43 cm, and a what was it? Kindai Showa, which is, I think, about 45 or 46 to 38 cm, something like that. I think I've sent him a message saying I would like to know a price on these two, please, as I would like those to be gracing my pond. And I've been videoing and photographing up tons of fish today. And I just saw those two and I thought, you know what? I did lose 3 this year. And 3 have been, one for God knows why. No reason behind it at all. The Goshki that I lost, I got from Crafty at Perfect Aquatics. And then my 2 fish from Rick's from New Forest Koi. So I have got fish to replace, but there will be, I think if I put those 2 bigger fish in, there'll be some of the other fish being gifted off as well. So we'll see. But they're nice. I should have pulled off. I should have pulled pictures off them. I should have took little videos out so I could have shown you. Damn it. I don't know if I can do it. Don't think I can. Bear me a second. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. If I can get them while we natter and talk. But if I don't get them, then at least, oh yeah, I can. There we go. Didn't know I could do that while we're doing this. Is that with staff discount? There is no staff discount, mate. It's the price it is. I don't get a discount. It'll be whatever price Ryan deems the fish necessary to be. He says. Let's see if I can. I'm going to have to mute that because it's playing music in the background while we're. So I'll show you this one. This is the first one that I was thinking about. Where's the mute? Mute that. Pull that back to the beginning. So that's the first one. Quite a nice little fish, isn't it?
The belly is super bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And that's just recorded on my mobile phone, so there's no enhancements and anything on there at all. I mean, it's a fish for developing, obviously, and then this one. Little Ginrin Asagi. Because I give my dad my other Asagi, so I thought I shall treat myself to a new one. Breeder, not sure, mate. Don't know. I don't know. I should do, shouldn't I? But I don't know who the actual breeder is. But
I always find that interesting about the breeders because the amount of times I get asked, "Are they Japanese?" And you go, "Yeah." Oh, brilliant, excellent, and that's it. The conversation ends there. Yeah, I'll have it. And you're like, what real difference does it really make?
In grand scheme of things, mate, it doesn't really make a difference, does it?
No, if they like the fish has got the quality behind it that they like it in the first place. What difference does it make?
Well, that's what I mean. Don't get me wrong; they're not fantastically fantastic fish, but I like them, and I've enjoyed looking at them and seeing them for quite some time. So I thought, do you know what? I think I shall. Yeah, the Kindai is nice, isn't it? I like it. It's going to be. Isn't that going to be on the auction Sunday, Gaz? No, it's not, mate. No, it's definitely not. Well, I hope not. Anyway, well, if it is, if somebody gets it before me, then they get it before me. But I mean, those are the 2 that I particularly like. So, but saying that though, I've been looking at that many today. I've been thinking, oh god damn, they're a real nice Ginrin Shuru. Shuru Utsuri. And I thought, God, that's nice too. I don't think I can spread to that three, like to 3 of them though. But I thought, it's time to replace some of the original stock. And what I'm thinking about doing is giving my dad, although my Akabeko, which I call my squash tomato, is a nice fish, and I have enjoyed it being in the pond. I'm sure that my dad will enjoy having a nice, decent sized fish in his pond again, as well as the new replacement, smaller ones that he's got. So I know it'll go to a good home because I'll be looking after it anyway with him, alongside him. So, But I've got a really nice Becco. The Becco is lovely, but it won't grow. That ain't grown at all. I don't think it's got any size on it in last. It's kind of like that, and it's topped out. That's it. But it's really good. It's got a real nice pattern, and it's real good Shiroji on it. And the Sumi is popping like crazy, and it always has done for the last 2 years. It's looked really nice. Oh, I think Rick's here. You probably will, Vince, but that's not a problem either. We can do that too. Good evening. I heard you pop.
Evening, all.
Hi, buddy.
You heard me pop. Nice.
Yeah, he goes.
I thought that was off camera.
When somebody joins, I put it on the other day, and I thought to myself, what was that? And then I looked down at bottom bar and I seen you sat there. But yeah, that's the idea. That's what I'm looking. No, you're not. There's no clocking in and out here, mate. As I've said for anybody and everybody, feel free to come and go as you will.
Hey, you never said that to me. You said you were going to penalise me.
Yeah, well, see, actually, I didn't. I didn't say that.
You're on the book.
That wasn't me. That was crap.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
There you go. See, it was. I played the good cop. He played the bad cop.
That's crafty for you.
Does that work with toy dealers as well?
That's right. Anyway, it stopped all the lateness, didn't it? See, Rick's different. He sends me a message to say, I'm going to be late this evening. But not too late. I hope to be there.
Excused.
Yeah. Whereas you don't send out, and then you just come in and go, sorry, guys, this went. Anyway, hang about. Right. For what's happened this week? Can we have our weekly what's gone wrong at Hallicor Dorset this week? Let's have it.
Nothing, actually. Oh, yes.
Ah, yes.
And you'll see it. Remember last week we were talking about a certain pant show that I had that was, I have included it, the Sumi and the Benny all as a tan show. Well, unfortunately, the Sumi's come up as well, which you'll see on the video later.
I did see two very nice maritime Kajaku.
Kajakus, they are sweet.
They were nice. We sold them.
Right. I actually posted them on my group today, and sold both of them within an hour.
Oh, so technically you can't enter them, then, can you?
They're not even yours no more.
They're not yours no more.
I haven't been paid for them.
In principle.
Me and Rick have been having.
I only won't want them anymore.
I had a laugh with Rick this morning, a brief on Rick anyway. Somebody posted on to Facebook where's a good place to go and buy fish from around Dorset area from Paul and Bournemouth. And somebody put on there, and they were so wrong. Hello. I think his name is Steve. Was best place is to go to New Forest Koi or Harry Koi, but be warned, they are really good mates. And then I put a comment on there to say 100% correct. He come back and he said, we watched you when you were both in Japan, and it was hilarious. But, yeah,
it was. It was.
It's just Rick. It's just, it is Rick.
It's always good banter, mate. That's the best bit about it. Vince says a really nice Saroja on the Kindai. Yeah, it is, mate, and it's clean as well. I just hope that obviously if the Sumi comes up where it's threatening and showing, then that will make a really nice fish, in my opinion. But each their own. Everybody likes something a little bit different, don't they? Hang about. I see Gaz Ryan's off. You take photos of a few koi, send in them, and says, okay. Then you throw them back in, pick two bigger ones. No, mate. I've got a mammoth task of filming and photographing every one of us this side in the establishment. So I was just going through them today, and I thought, you know what? Put them in a blue ball. I thought, God, they look good. Then they look really nice. And I did have a very nice from Rick. Rick gifted me last year a very nice snow asagi, Ginrin snow asagi, and the heronet.
They,
And I've never replaced that fish. And I thought, that's a nice asagi. I give my dad my other asagi, just to give him some stock in his pond, so he'd got something to be looking at. So I thought, well, you know what, we need to do a little bit of something, and we need to put something back in.
Photographing's a bitch, isn't it?
Do you know, mate? It's not so much the photographing. I can handle the photographing. It's the videos. When you start doing a video, the videos, especially we've just got a new massive big bowl, and the bowl is huge. I can put my knees on it and kneel up on top and lean. I can't lean right over to touch the other side on a bowl in. So it's quite a decent sized bowl. But when you're trying to film with camera and you're trying to lean over top to get that nice video following it round, you'd bottom of your back, man. Don't half start to ache after you've done 26, 30 odd of them. You start getting a bit of an ache, but it's sedate. Get the water temperatures right. This is what I've found. If you can get the water temperatures almost identical from what they're going in, you know, you're taking out the pond water to sedate them in, and then the water that they're going in for being photographed in, if you can get those water temperatures practically bang on as much as you can, then the fish, when they come out and go straight in from a sedate for a photo, are nice and relaxed, and you can pretty much put them in the position that you want. But then when you wait for them to start coming round, you only get that minute and a half from that point where they're just dozy enough to get a good video off, but not conscious enough to be scared stupid of you moving around with camera and then start banging around everywhere. Or, you know, and it's that bit that gets on my tits.
Pam messaged me today to say how was my day going, and I sent her a video of literally then. I went, look at this bloody fish, and it was literally following with one pectoral in. It was following the outside of the tank, just going
around the outer edge. But you've got so much vat of water for it to move around in, and they just stick to edge all the way around. Yeah,
and then you would stop, and you'd see his head turning around, and you think he's going to come perfect. He's going to come perfect, and then the pectorals go that way. I'm going backwards, and then he'll sit with his tail all cooked up against the side of the tank.
Yeah, it's like, you mad, isn't it? It's frustrating more than anything, because you find you keep having to take the fish back out, put it back in, sedate it down again, and then get it back going. Right, that's it. Okay, right, nice. You put it back in. Whoa, hang about. That's what I mean. If the temperature's not just right, that slight difference in temperature, and fish just goes like that with pecks and goes, or starts backing up, and then body looks kind of like this shape. You think, what are you doing? Never do you see a fish behave like that in a tank or in a van or in a pond, ever. Never seen a fish. Occasionally they'll do a bit of a backward swim and normally turn to the left and swim away, won't they? But in your pond, they're all over the place. Put them in a bowl and they act totally different. But then I was talking to Andy today. I said, I can't believe this. Literally, all I typed out was Kiyotsure, 30 centimeters. Yeah, just typed it on my mobile phone, so I've got a record of how big it was. And it might have been 34, but let's just say, for example, Hiyotsure, 30 centimeters. In the time, I put the fish into the bowl of sedate. Yeah, this is all I do. Into the sedate, put it in, measure it, right, type that in, pick that fish up straight into the bowl. That's it. So it's in there for 30 seconds, if that. Just enough for it to be sedated enough to get a good video. Put it in, take a video of that, perfect. Go to do the same with a shower about another 10, 15 centimeters bigger. Pick it up, pop it in.
Perfect, mate.
Right out on the Deutsch shower, 45 cm. Yeah, pick it up, put it in the bowl, go around like that, and it's like that. Absolutely spaced out of its head. Bigger fish, you'd expect to take more to sedate it, and it doesn't. 9 times out of 10, the smaller ones take more to sedate than the bigger one does. The bigger one seems to go under faster, but it just blows my mind.
Can you mute Rick?
We should put him in the naughty chair. He's having sorry, I should have realised he's having a private phone call. I was too busy gassing and talking. Claude says, Gaz, any chance you can change the background? White Zigbee, they are headache inducing.
That might be the cause of my headache last week then. Or was it the rum?
Yeah, more likely the rum. Headache inducing. How about this one? We'll give you waves instead. Or a straight back one. What about that one? That looks shy. We'll go with that one.
That's black. Just
straight
black.
Straight black. Never noticed till you said Claude. No, most people wouldn't. I suppose you can get that kind of mess with your eyes kind of effect from it, I would imagine. But yes, there you go, mate. That'll be £75, please. Administration. And I told you, didn't I? I told you there'd be more people that we start sending pictures in, even though they've had 7 days since the last one, to actually stick in their maritime fish. Here they all come. Tony Farmer, actually, though, he has got a lot of koi to go through, so it might have taken him a little bit of finding. Not a problem, Claude. Not a problem at all, mate. I was just messing around with different backgrounds, and I actually put it on the other week, and I didn't particularly like it. Forgot to actually switch it. So I shall have one with wiggly lines with the GKP wrote all over it next time. I'm gonna have to go back and see. Did I miss anything? If I didn't, if there's anybody got any topics they would like us to have a natter and a chat about this evening, we'll be more than happy to discuss. Oh, let's take that down. Any of them, but I will bring up the one that we were talking about.
I sent you a video just a minute ago, guys. Have a look at that one. You talk about foam on a pond. Explain this one.
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
That's a lot of. Good evening, gentlemen. I was told to put you in naughty chair, mate, because that's a whole lot of foam, that, Matt.
So, go on then. What would all of yours reason be behind that amount of foam? Existing pond, existing filtration has been running for 6 years. Food is a reliable food. It's not one that's potentially going to cause it. Food intake has gone up slightly. And yeah, every morning they wake up to that.
What's his KH like?
KH is 5. pH is 7.4. All your ammonia nitrite and nitrates are either 0 or low.
Tell him to stop putting washing up liquid in there, mate. That don't help.
Jacuzzi soap.
It's mad, isn't it? And it's all gone by lunchtime and back again in the morning.
Right then.
Wow.
Come on,
there you go.
All gone by lunchtime, but back again the following morning. So that's algae related, maybe.
Diurnal rhythms, mate. So maybe he needs to change his UV.
Really?
When did you last change the bulbs or clean the UV? Or
Would it be Easter time-ish? It's got amagram on it and it's got normal standard UV.
but it will be the only thing that's going to affect it like that is going to be, like I say, that rhythm of day and night, isn't it? So that's going to be algae related.
As he plumbed the bottom drain into the washing machine.
What he needs is some real cheap food that lets oil out quicker, and that'll just disperse the foam. And it'll be fine.
Copland's Growth. You literally
Mate,
4 pellets on there.
Grove,
That's
that 1 hour.
Copland's Growth, buff, gone, instant, literally.
But it is funny because up until this year he was feeding Coppins. Now he's feeding
Now it's
him.
changed.
Yeah. To Saki, Newtmare, and JBD.
You see, we get quite a lot of foam on ponds, but we're feeding every though, so it's to be expected. He needs to make one of those shit they call them.
Protein skimmers.
That's the one.
Bone refractioners.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's the word I was trying to think of. Protein skimmer.
It's not excess protein from the food suddenly doing that.
Right, that's what I said, and it's funny because if you saw the messages this morning, it was something to do with algae related and oxygen related because overnight, obviously, the oxygen levels are lower. Is that the cause of it?
Yeah, in the evening, at nights, the oxygen level drops down too much. Has he got any air going into the pond other than from that skimmer?
He doesn't use the air on the bottom drains. So what I've said to him tonight is to leave the air on the bottom drains and try it for a week and see if that makes a difference.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? With a weir off the backy shower, when they hit the water and it rolls in, as it makes that roll, that seems to foam up quite a lot in your pond, doesn't it? When you've got that kind of rolling effect in it.
There's a weird one.
You're not giving them those little bottles of alcohol you can just spray on the top.
Yeah, I get rid of it. That gets rid of it, right?
I've got a 25-litre drum of it here.
Like a fire extinguisher like that.
I mean, those you can get products to get rid of it, but they don't really get rid of it. They do.
Barley straw extracts might do it as well, Matt.
It's just you want to find the cause of it rather than trying to mask it.
It's the back shower rolling in and it's making the proteins create that. That's what it does. But it's not proteins from the food, and it's just from the algae and everything.
Yeah.
So you've got that. If you change the food, will have an effect. But also, I reckon if you change the UVs, would have an effect. Put new bulbs in, or clean the quartzes, or whatever,
so that they're more effective.
If it's really rich, just get lights on it 24/7.
Paul Windmill said, "Hi chaps, tomorrow, the day all my blocks and aggregates arrive. Not looking forward to taking it all around the back of my house. 720 blocks and 4 bulk bags to move. So what are you going to be doing after dinner then?"
Yeah, that'll do.
Smash that up. No messing. You can get 40 blocks in a wheelbarrow at a time.
40? Yeah, right. You've got a bigger wheelbarrow than me.
You just wait me to pick it up or shift it. Yeah, that's not a task, mate. What is it? What is it? 40 blocks to a pack? A breeze. I think it's 40 to a pack, isn't there? So shit, mate. You've got some stuff to move there.
Due to rain as well, isn't it?
And then 4 ton of
heavier.
Yeah, that's
Saturday's
oh, God damn. Especially with the weight of it being wet. Yeah, barley straw extract. Susan says that she uses that. Which one's that?
We all good then? Is everyone had a good week? I know we did that.
What are you muting me for, Gaz?
Just seeing which one we'd got the TV on in the background.
Oh, that's my missus, mate. Let me.
What is crafty?
Just lower your mic a little bit. It'll be right. 76 blocks per pallet. Oh, is it 76 on a pallet? Shit, man, I didn't hear that many.
Depends on the size of the block, isn't it? Blocks come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah. So as we're talking about blocks, I had a nice argument on Facebook, and I never participate in them. I try to avoid them.
I don't believe that. That's a bang about. I've got something for this.
What is a breeze block?
Bullshit alert.
Yeah, you know it.
Go on, what's the breeze block?
Now that's what I call bullshit statement of the week.
Matt don't participate in arguments about things like this on Facebook. My
breeze block, surely it's one of the lightweight thermal type blocks. So you get thermalite blocks, you get breeze blocks in the next ones, and then you get concrete solid blocks, and then you get bigger ones and bigger ones.
So yeah, my bet was that a breeze block is a breeze block, just a normal block, and then you have to stipulate what Newton you want that block. And I was being told that I was wrong.
And
then I went on to Travis Perkins, breaking news. went on to Travis Perkins, and Travis Perkins, the largest UK builders merchant, called a 7 Newton block a breeze block. 7 Newton.
Well, blame them then.
Oh, we're all going to do it. You watch. Every one of us is going to disappear now because StreamYard's having a dicky fit.
Hey,
well, I'm still here.
Yeah, but you did just time out. I just timed out, then you did, and then Crafty will, and Matt will.
Anyway, how was the Great British Koi Show?
It was mint, mate. It was good. It was good. Busy as hell, man. Busy as hell. I thought, I don't know what the actual footfall was, but I think Saturday seemed extremely busy. Sunday was quieter than what it was on the Saturday, but I wasn't there all day, so I couldn't say what it got like in the afternoon. I left about 11:30-ish or something like that, I think. But Saturday was rammed. We as the company, we were absolutely full on.
I wanted to find the footfall through the doors between that and the National and whatever. Try and work out how many people actually attend the events or whatever. Because there was a lot of wet dealers at the Great British, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was. And to be fair,
it's great to the people going, isn't it? But
yeah,
as a dealer, there's at least 15 wet dealers there, which is a lot.
Crafty might know. He might be.
There's 17 wet dealers.
Is that what there was this year? 17.
Mm-hmm.
That's for a customer turning up to an event. That's half of the koi shops in the country, almost, isn't it? In one place.
All in one place.
But for those koi shops, that's hard work to make decent turnover, isn't it? Some will also, you get it right, you do really well. You get it wrong.
Well, I know there was. To be fair, for me, I think it was. I've said this before, but I have always enjoyed the Great British Koi Show, probably more than any of the others. I don't know, it's just the atmosphere. With it being inside, it seems more hustle and bustle. There's a lot more people there. It seems, because you're in that smaller environment, maybe it's that makes it so. But the staff, the volunteers, the people that put everything on, and the people that were coming around, we had people coming around offering us refreshments, drinks, packets of crisps, food, and you don't get anything like that at any of the other ones that I've ever been to, that I've seen, whilst I've been there. But a lady came around, I think it was about 11:15, and asked if I would like a drink and a sandwich. And I said, that'd be lovely, thank you very much. Off she wandered off, and then I seen her come back about 10 minutes later. By, I think it was 4:25, I finally got to eat my sandwich and get my drink. And that's how busy I was. I didn't get a chance to stop to eat it. It was absolutely rammed. People in backwards and forwards, serving and what have you. We were busy. We were really busy.
That's what I'm saying. You need all 17 wet dealers need to be busy all day, innit? Which is
Sunday wasn't as busy, but we did have a good day too, but not as busy. But yeah, can't say that anybody else wasn't as busy as that, because I weren't there.
No, I
can't see what's going on, can you, when you're not within it? But I did have a walk round and looked at all the wet dealers, and to be fair, in my opinion, everybody got good stock, good water clarity, well looked after, and well, put on displays of everything. It looked the part. It really did. I proper enjoyed it. Really nice.
That's ideal, then, isn't it?
It was
But how many show vats are there? It's only 30. Is it 35?
32,
Show vats?
32 this year. But
So
that's what I mean.
It's mad, isn't it? So half the show vats to the national, but twice as many wet dealers. So it's almost like a trade show as opposed to a koi show.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Obviously, it's going to bring a lot more funding in for the club, isn't it? Where they've got more wet dealers there than what you would get, meaning they've got more to be able to invest and more they can expand it years to come. Which there is talk of making some changes down there. So with the upcoming show next year. So
but that's the thing, and it's not necessarily. It's not a bat one. It's not a bat. I'm just saying. Actually, maybe that's a route to go down, isn't it? To make it's a route. Maybe that's a good route to go down for the shows. That obviously looking at the show fish is one thing, but not just the wet dealers, but all the other stuff that goes with it. The show gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
because you've got the bonsai, you got more and more stuff. It expands into landscape gardening. It expands into.
The problem we got, Rick, is that the pitch prices there because the overheads for that venue is so high. Pitch prices for trade is a little bit too much, you know.
But
what's a different price?
Wet dealers there, it can't be too much, can it? It's obviously
no. You got to look at the time of year as well. Okay, so it's already got its footprint. People trying to get there. I mean, I'm not going to disclose what I was charged, but yeah, I still think that all depending, you know, I'm a little bit on the fence with it myself because I think where you're situated as a wet dealer in there really dictates how well you do. Because
there is a divide between. If that was one open hall, then I don't think there would be. But I agree with what you're saying. A lot of people could have come in. You do that first line up, round, and down, and then think, right, now we're going to go in the other hall. A lot of people could have already spent what they were going to spend in the other half before they got to that other side.
I think the other thing that they've got to look at as well is that most dealers are always in the same pitch. You know, so when people come in, they'll know exactly where they're going. You know, rather than getting people to browse through. And not only that, changing it up's always good. I mean, for me, I don't understand why dry dealers, any dry goods, would be in the show hall. And that, you know, when you've got another hall that, you know, was used a little bit more this year with some trades, craft and whatever stands going down the middle of the second.
Oh, so you mean like Kasuri in the far left corner?
Yeah,
and then you got that other little one that was granite stone something or other on the bit there, and they're being dry dealers.
Keep the wet dealers with the fish.
Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because
I understand from, and again, I'm not criticising. It's just this is just like observation.
Yeah, but in an ideal world, what you're saying is the show bats, everyone would be in a sequence or whatever. So to go around the show vats, you'd have to go past every dealer, which at the national you do, but at another show you don't.
Yeah. So when I mean I couldn't staff with for the Friday and the Saturday. I didn't have enough staff to be able to go to the Great British this year, which is why I pulled out. So, you know, luckily I managed to get a day off on the Sunday to go up and have a look. But if you look at the floor plan, and you actually follow like the route, I would have been number 17 out of 17 wet dealers. You know, I mean, I've done all right last year, don't get me wrong. But if guys, I tell you, when people come in, they're like it's like a jumble sale. People will go in, they'll go straight to where they know Ryan is, for example, and they're straight in.
Well, I'll be honest with you, mate. If we literally from the minute of them doors open Saturday morning, 10 o'clock, there must have been 50 people beeline straight to us. And I'm not just saying that. They literally did, because I was like, shit, man. We were thrown straight in it from second the doors opened.
That's how it should be. That's avatar. That's what you do.
Oh yeah, that's the brand.
Get your name out there.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that.
As a show, you want everyone to circulate around the show and see everything.
Yeah.
At the show, but obviously, if you've got an area where the main route round is secondary, and you've got a detour to go somewhere, there's a lot of people that perhaps don't or won't.
I don't know whether there's a right or wrong answer, or what the restraints are, or there's a huge amount.
We're in a different place this year to where it was last year, because there was exclusively Mark Chetter, Adam Bayer, and someone else last year, and this year it was Shosha Koi, Adam Bayer,
Koi Waterban,
us, and Mark Chetter. So there was movement apart from us being in the same place where we were. Yeah, before.
Yeah,
but you should not be funny. Surely at a show, those that have been there longest should get nearer the front door.
Well, this is what Coin Monsters just typed in there. So I thought the idea was the better stroke older dealers were in the first barn and the newer dealers were in the second barn. I mean, to be fair, when you think about it logistically, really, there are only plywood sheets between that and the next, which is that whole split in two anyway, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, the reason why that's there
has had the dividing wall taken out, hasn't it?
Yeah, so I asked Paul Mack about that last year, but it's how the waste water pipes are put
because that's run down behind the back of the panel,
and then the biosecurity measures that have to be put in place. It's a difficult one, but that's what happens when you have two halls. But that show costs such a huge amount of money to put together. From a trading perspective, if someone's walking around like 15 wet dealers before they get to you, the chances are they ain't got the shredders in their pocket ready to buy your fish. Which is what you see last year, guys, when I dropped the stupid prices, just to get punters in.
But at the same time, there's a little bit behind that with advertisement in there and stock. If your stock's bang on and you've got the best that people are looking for, and you've got that name, that brand, that reputation behind you, then you don't need.
Okay, so let me say
matter
this.
Where you are?
Would Ryan be happy being in the second hall?
I don't know, mate. I'm not saying he would or he wouldn't.
No.
Well, I would imagine he probably wouldn't, but
of course he wouldn't. You wouldn't, mate. And no wet dealer likes being in that second hall. And there's a reason for that.
The dealers that have been the longest should get the best. If every stand's the same amount of money, the dealers that have been there longest should move up towards the front door or whatever, shouldn't they? I would have no issue with that, but I'm just saying it's not even doing cheap fish or whatever. Or you get a bit koi blind, don't you? It's almost like I say, if you've been to 15s, you can't even remember who did what, where, when.
No, I went into the second hall and I literally turned around. I can't remember what it's called. That one with the massive, great big gate. They've got a great big fancy gate on. It's like some stately home type thing that does koi. I forgot the name of the koi. Beautiful koi. That's it. They literally had some of the best selection of tan shows in the whole place. Period. They must have had about 60 or 70 in one vat, and every one of those fish, or those tan shows, were mint, stunning looking fish. Certainly better than anything else that I'd seen elsewhere as I'd walked around, looking as a member of the public, not work-wise. I said to him, I think you should do all right with them because you've got more tan shows in there than what any other wet dealers have got around there, full stop. I don't know if they did or didn't, but that was just something I took. I don't know if they did. I worked there later on to see. They did have some really nice stock.
I think the positive is the fact that you've got that many wet dealers attending, and for the dealers it might not be great, but for the people going to the show, that's amazing, and that's why you got such a big footfall, because you've got that many dealers there. That's why people want not just to look at 35 vats of showfish. A lot of them people are there to go to see 17 different dealers from around the country. That's why they're going, isn't it?
I'd say so, yeah, because like you were saying, right? If you had to travel to those 7 different dealers in a couple of weekends, the mileage that you'd be doing, the fuel that you'd be laying out, you could have imported yourself some absolutely stonking piece from Japan, couldn't you? With the money that you'd spend just traveling around in fuel. So I'd see it as, regardless as to where your dealer is, whoever you might be, your favorite dealer, I would make a beeline for whoever they were, wherever they were situated, regardless. That's just me being me. I don't know as if.
Do you not think that's a big difference between the national? You go to the national,
and it's all the way around the parameter of everything.
You go to the national to see the best koi in the show, and the wet dealers and whatever are part of it. But it's a show. Whereas you go to the Great British, perhaps, because there's so many deals, it's a difference. Like I say, it's like a trade thing as opposed to a show. They're different, and that's great. I think that's to keep different.
The time of the year changes your stock.
Yeah,
because at the national, you've got the ability to sell a better variety of higher end stuff. You know, when you come to the Great British, you know, the shop or your stock has been absolutely ravaged by, you know, unless you've got stock that's been put back solely for that show, which
that's what we did.
You know, most punters can't, most companies can't do that. You know, so it's sort of from. I sound like I'm really down, but I'm not. I'm just debating, guys. So
yeah,
you know, don't think that I'm putting a downer on things. I'm not. It's conversation and debate. So you know, it's one of those. So when you go down into the national, there's good fish, but there's also really nice new stock ready to go. You know, I know for a fact that I put stock in ready for the national that weren't available for public sale, ready to go. You know, there you go. Colin Holland's made a nice point. Not bad cop, but you know, my experience last year, the Saturday footfall at the Great British was terrible.
Colin, 100%
in the second hall, but that was changed on the Sunday because more people got diverted through to the second, you know, by the club members. So, you know,
Daniel's added there. My 2 cents having some wet dealers in the second hall help get some footfall for the dry good dealers. I thought it was really. I mean,
I'm not being. I wasn't there, but could you not simply have almost a diversion that you have to go into the second hall to come back round to see the rest of the vat? So it's still a loop, but you have to make it a convoluted loop.
I think the way that it's put together is the plumbing sort of stops that from happening.
Okay.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, but you know, I'll tell you what though. From the Sunday that when I went up, I couldn't believe how busy it was. It was, you know, I was in two minds this year how busy it would be because I don't think that it's had much of a hype built around it this year. If I'm honest, I haven't really seen much to get the hype going.
To be fair, mate, I would agree with that. I think if it wasn't for a lot of the Facebook groups out there, koi related, sharing the posts of it, I don't think there was as much advertisement this year for the Great British. But surprisingly, still seemed to be just as big. Well, for me, on the Saturday, busier than what I've seen it in the past.
Yeah, well, speaking to the dealers, it's like they said, come 2 o'clock. It's sort of like someone sounded the fire bell, and everyone had gone. It's like it went dead as a doornail. Like.
Yeah, but that's the show thing, though, isn't it?
Oh, wow, yeah.
You turn up early. You're not going to turn up at 2:00 for your last knock-ins, are you?
Well, I know for a fact that I would have been grateful for that to happen when you run off your feet. Right, no, you was speaking to Ryan, like so.
Yeah, honestly, mate, we were busy. Saturday we was rushed off his feet. We didn't stop all day, and we sold a lot. We did.
But that's what they got. So what Mark's saying there, there's no point having all shows the same. If that show becomes better for the people who go to the dealers, that's amazing, isn't it? And the national needs to be about the showfish.
Yeah,
that perhaps needs to be, and that's how you make stuff interesting. If everything's all the same, it's no good.
Is it the nail on the head? To be fair, because when you look at the price points at that show, they are starting to come down a little bit. So, you can see that across all the fish that was there, in comparison to the national. So,
What about the quality of the shaved fish on comparison to the national?
The grand champion, man.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
God,
that was the reserve GC. That was at the national.
yeah, that fish was absolutely immaculate, man.
It was a lot better.
McDonald's has turned up crafty.
McDonald's,
He looks the
his
damn
back
sight
was
better than
flat
he
on
used
his
to.
face. This will cheer him up a little.
Right.
Budget pond keepers, but don't you think that that no koi will go to the dealers, but those who are not so bothered will be attracted by offers and prices?
I think that saying is irrespective of whether or not you go to a shop or a show. People will go to their dealers, and those people that don't know will go to a shop and look at prices.
Look at Rick's face.
I know he loves it,
mate. Unbelievable. And they want the Mackie D's I was looking at.
Oh my God, Rick!
And I've got to agree with this, Colin. Mate, I literally went round and had a walk round, and I turned around and said, mate, your vat and your water and your fish in here, mate, are absolutely on point. And it was a credit to him. First show that he's ever done, his water was pristine and his fish were absolutely banging. Everything in there were really good. So, Colin, 100%, mate, I'd agree with that. His fish were amazing and his water quality was absolutely tip-top. And I did tell him exactly right.
Did they, on the show vats, did they not do something different with the inlet to the water to stop the bubbling on the surface of the water?
Nope.
No.
I saw a post the other day that it was one of the shows, was using a different form of the water entering the show vat.
Yeah, it came. There was one of them had it come on the show vats or on the actual sales vats, people's sales.
Show vats.
On the show vats. Oh, I don't know. They all had the new rings, didn't they? That's the aqua aeration or whatever provided or they purchased from, whichever it may be. But
It's the whole point. The whole thing is it's got to be good. Whatever innovations and tweaks and changes, some work, some don't. But at the end of the day, you're moving progressively in a direction across the board and whatever you're doing.
Terrier 1908 says, I preferred the national. There was better koi on offer at the event. Yeah. Colin says, I also see some stress koi in some wet dealers' vats due to not conditioning the koi. One in particular, I would have closed the vat down when I was there on Sunday.
Yeah, but that happens at every show, doesn't it? And it's not always. It doesn't matter how well you prepare for stuff and whatever. Sometimes shit hits the fan, doesn't it? And it doesn't.
Here we go. Here we go. The Koi Perspective magazine, Joe says, not sure. To me, there was a lot of promo, but then again, I'm quite biased that I did most of it, but just not enough.
We didn't see it, Joe.
There you go, Joe.
Who's the Koi Perspective anyway?
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
he?
yeah. Who's Joe?
Oh, actually, yeah. If I will give you a shout out, Joe, because I know you've got it coming up very soon. The Koi Perspective online show, guys. If you are wanting to, I don't know if you can still enter your fish. I don't know if there's a finalisation or whatever it is, or there's a final
2 days.
day. 25th, was it 2 days ago? The final day that you could have them in. 25th, something like that. But I'm not sure. If you are, or you can still, you never know. You might be able to. They might still have some places or some available slots of what. But check it out, guys, just in case you didn't know or hadn't heard about it beforehand. There's some promotion you did do. I did that. I've got to admit, Joe's little bit that he had were all pretty set up, looked pretty smart. The little studio above and everything, that looked pretty damn good.
But that's what we said about doing the YouTube thing at the National, and that no one was having it. Again, it's a different thing. I get that, but that's the way it's going, isn't it?
Like, mate, one day, right? One day, without a doubt, 100%. Eventually, the BKKS will take its head out the sand and will start moving with what is the future, and the future is online. It is everything to do with social media and getting it all out there and getting people.
It's funny that
influencers or YouTubers or whatever.
Dad, it's not the future.
It is now.
It's the now.
Yeah. It's like the auction.
It is still the future, because although the vast majority now you've only just heard about the internet and using social media and the internet has advanced to stuff way beyond what you guys even think exists.
Well, it's like
there's millions of people dress up in all sorts of random ass fancy clothes and sit in fucking rooms doing all sorts of random weird shit online 24 hours a day. But majority of people don't even know that crap carries on or goes on.
Well, they had the auction at the National, and that was literally 20, 30 people stood in front, and they didn't get what those fish deserved, but that should have been live.
But this on the last two that have been done, it's going to be different. The auction fish are going online on Sunday, the 31st, on Lee Hadfield's channel. Join us, everybody.
But have you not seen my new channel? Only Koi fans, mate. I've got already a million subscriber. Red and white boobs. I am on it, mate.
I just think if they could run with it and use it more to their advantage a little bit more than what they do. You know, like stuff like what Joe done down there and everything else, and giving it all, you know, a little bit more publicity behind it and getting the internet and YouTubers and stuff behind it. I think they'd get a lot more people coming down if they got to have a chat and have a natter with some of the favourite YouTubers and stuff. I think it could be well worthwhile and get more footfall into the environment. I might be wrong, but there's a lot of people.
You don't even need, that's the whole thing. You're talking about football. You don't even need that. Why can't it be live? Why can't it be live and digital? And like I say, the auction
should be.
And a round of bats can be live.
There's no reason why it can't be. It's easily done.
Yeah, you could have a special award chosen by people that see the fish as someone walks around and shows them with a camera.
With this, with technology that we've got today, where people could go around and have digital pictures, iPads, so that they can go, you know, that are mounted somewhere on your way back out and pick your favourite fish, whichever vat that you've, you know, take a pen and paper around with you, make a note of which fish in which vat, and go back round and cast the public's vote to vote for a fish, and doing it all on a little iPad or something. But getting a little bit more involvement with it so that the people feel more involved other than just going and watching 4 or 5 guys walking around with clipboards in their hand, squinting and looking at koi. Because at the end of the day,
they're not all that old. They're not all squinting. Come on.
Have you seen Mr. Tate? He's old.
His monocle on.
They don't like. Yeah, you're right, Koi Bob. They don't like YouTubers. I wouldn't say that they don't. Yeah, most of them don't.
I think what I've seen over the last couple of years, I think they would have struggled without the YouTube.
Oh, well, I don't, mate. I reckon the YouTube's had a lot of effect on the footfall that they've had over the last couple of years.
Definitely.
You wait till we get the girls up there doing the awards, like in wrestling and stuff.
What is it about you with women?
Grand champion.
Rick, you need somewhere else.
Paul Cunningham says, okay, guys, next year at the north of England. There you go. Next year, what? What we're doing? You're gonna well, you said yourself, Paul, didn't you? You said yourself that you should have put yourself out there a little bit more than what you did. You thought you had done enough, but you thought you should have done a little bit more. And I don't think as you could. The more that you ram it down people's throats, so to speak, the more that they get to see it, the more that they know it's out there, and the more that they know it's going on, the more chance you've got of getting more people there. Special award online. See, that'd be a mint idea. You're welcome, Paul.
This is where the think box is. Gaz has gone. That's lucky.
I'm back.
Oh,
I just went to go
Your phone's
copyright
now, shit.
my idea. I know Joe's watching.
Oh,
Joe, your Shiros aren't growing, mate. They're doing terrible compared to mine.
Oh, question. If the BKKS does shut down, what do we think will happen to the shows? Will the clubs take over them, take them over, or do you think they will all fold? I hope to hell. Well, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it'll come to that. I think someday, as Crafty said last week, I think somebody will step up before it comes to that. But I think even if they didn't, I think the shows would still go ahead somehow. Too popular to not do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good one. Good shows, a good money in it, isn't it?
So what will happen? All but one of the koi shows, i.e. the national, are club run. So they will continue to run if the club chooses to do so. The only difference is that the rules, etc., will no longer be pushed out by the BKKS because it will cease to exist. So they'll be able to work with the JSC about what the awards are, what the sizes are. They can pretty much do what they want.
Crafty, can I ask, sitting on the fence, is that a bad?
Hey, there's a
or is it
surprise.
good?
It's
Shut
bad.
up.
Was it bad?
It's bad.
We
What,
want
was it?
as much support and the whole.
No, not on about that. I'm on about the rules. So
It's
if,
bad, mate. It's bad because it turns out, you know, in my opinion, and I think it's quite a solid opinion, you need a standard for everyone to work towards, irrespective of what club they belong to. Because if you've got that standard, then, you know, that's how you can define good to bad from one show to another. You know, so for me, it's a bad thing if the BKKS fold. You know,
no doubt. I'm totally with you on that. It's a bad thing with the BKKS folding, but the question, and I'm just asking the question: would it be a bad thing that some of the clubs couldn't do something slightly different to what the BKKS say you got to do?
Other clubs do though. The other clubs have already been doing that for years. You don't have to be a BKK. You can have a koi show, ZNA koi show. It's nothing to do with the BKKS. You can have their own
Southeast koi show. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that. If you're actually under the BKKS, you've got to follow their rules. What I'm saying,
The Southeast Koi Club, they follow the BKKS ruling anyway, their standards. So,
Jonathan's asked you a quick question there, Crafty. He said, who bred the Misiogon that he purchased from you up at the Northeast Koi Show, please?
I'll have a look in a minute. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have a look in a minute, John.
Sorry, cut you off.
Right.
Deeves Koi says, I enjoyed the whole weekend, especially those people we camped out with. There you go. That's what it's all about, enjoying the whole weekend and the whole experience of it all.
Yeah.
I think the whole summer's been great. It hasn't rained on any koi show. Period.
It hasn't, has
It
it?
doesn't rain.
We've had a particularly good year this year, haven't we? But to be fair, we did have 2 shit years last year and the year before.
I mean, we've still got 3 koi shows left, by the way.
Free.
Yeah, there is. Is the one at
England.
the Midlands, isn't there?
You've got mid staffs this weekend, I think. Then we've got South East koi show, and then the junior koi show.
Oh, it's still the junior koi show to do as well.
So don't write them all off.
Did somebody say? I think Foxy turned around and put in there. I think we should still have a koi event down south.
Down south, yeah.
There's still koi events down south already.
There isn't. There isn't anything down
Well,
in
you're
koi
talking
keepers
the
down.
bottom end of the country. We're not talking about dropping off edge at Dam Cliff, are we? But that's still
No.
down south. When you
There's
look at
nothing-
when you look at where Coventry is compared to the north and the Midlands, it's definitely down south.
Okay, so
Southwest is what.
there was nothing from Coventry.
Yes, but that's the point, Matt. There's nothing from there onwards, is there? Nothing. As in, no.
Don't you be walking past like
Hang
that?
on a moment, you got 2 people on here from down there.
Yeah, no, look at all land you got
I
around
send
you.
all my fish up there.
Yeah. you've got all that land. How many? What? 48 acres around one building.
What,
I rest
Matt's?
my case.
At least that.
That's just Matt's back garden. 48 acre.
No, that's just a
On the
vegetable
coast.
plot. It's a
He
vegetable plot.
keeps pushing the asylum seekers away when they come up on their boats. Get out. Get out. Yeah, but
There used to be one at
strange thing, isn't
Newmarket,
it?
but that folded apparently. Brand Family Koi Adventure says.
Well, that must have folded recently then, because I can remember Newmarket being spoke about.
Land's End Koi Show.
Land's End.
Would be a nice drive, wouldn't it?
Different world, isn't it? The lad that works for us, right, went tuna fishing the other day, and he showed me a video, and it was like hundreds of tuna attacking these bait fish, and he's like 5 miles off the
That's
coast.
what I said.
And it's like, hang on, are we Mediterranean? What's going on here? And it's these tuna. They caught 6 tuna, and they had all these tuna around the boat, and I'm like, that's mental.
But
When I was a kid, it
you-
was codfish. It's like the
on
North
that,
Sea.
Rick, so on Facebook, there's a group called the Chesil Beach Fishing
The
Group.
what?
Chesil, which is the beach basically all the way down through here. And for the last 3 weeks, literally, apart from the odd 1 or 2, nobody has caught any mackerel at all off
No,
the
'cause the
beach.
tuna have eaten them all.
The
Yeah,
tuna,
Tuna
yeah,
nailing them all.
up in Hastings, where normally up in Hastings, they've been inundated with mackerel like numbers that they have never ever seen before. And it's where the tuna are coming up and pushing all the mackerel up into further up in the channel, up into Hastings. It's just amazing how everything evolves. And I see on the news tonight that somebody's found a 300-pound tuna washed up on the beach. Now, it's massive, isn't it? £300. And because obviously you're allowed to catch the tuna, but you're not allowed to bring them in under any circumstance. So potentially that's one that's been caught and died.
Well, potentially it was going to die anyway. Who knows?
Think how many tins you could fill with that.
Oh,
There's a new rule though. If they land on the beach dead, you can chuck them up and put them in your car.
There was Rob D says there was a 10-foot tuna caught on the coast at Whitby last week. Shit, man.
The heat wave's coming, guys.
And there been a great white that's been seen leaping out of ocean on the East Coast.
A great white.
Yeah. I'm sure it was a great white. I'm sure I saw that on Google over there. Something like that. On Google. Anyway, right. Did we have a hang about, yeah. There was where was the comment? Bear with me one second. I thought this were interesting, and I think it might make a decent topic. and we won't mention names, but we will. It's pretty crappy that only Kahaku, Showa, and Sankey win the top awards. Absolutely boring colours. There's far better koi colours than these. Why the fook bother having a competition where only 3 types of koi win? Sorry, but I think the show side of the hobby is bullshit. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Judges based on a whole hobby, on the whole hobby, in my opinion. Why does a fish that have to be red and white to win any top award? There was some beautiful Shura Utsuras, especially the big one in VAT 2. Yet no Shura can never win because the powers that be tried to blind us into thinking that only Kahaku, Showa, and Sankey are worthy. I just thought that would make an interesting topic.
Okay, so I'll be as blunt as it comes. All right. Unique. Who's wrote that? Was that on your Facebook or?
But we did say we shall leave the names anonymous to
Is it on
protect.
Facebook though?
No, that's on my YouTube channel, on the video that I did down there from the show this weekend.
So
I just thought
whoever has written that really doesn't understand koi.
Triggered.
So yes, I am triggered straight away. So if the junior champion was
The grand champion can't be won by an Akamatsuba.
it can.
Can it? Ah.
It can. But
But
to be perfectly
so
honest,
anything
it's very
after
difficult.
the but is before it's all been bullshit.
Yeah. The grand champion can be won by anything. But generally the Go Sankey will always top it. And
Why is that? Is that because the Go Sankey are the 3 main character that can grow to the size big enough to be?
part
No,
of
it's
the
damn sight
reason.
harder, mate.
Part of the reason, right? So let's look
I'm not.
look at the Sankey Gaz, right, that won it. Okay. Size, volume, skin.
Mate, that fish was
All
good
them-
enough to be in the Old Japan show, wasn't it?
Those 3
In my
colours were
That was
on
stunning.
point. On point. And to get a fish to that level is so difficult. You know, that's what you're looking at. That's
Tsiroji, Bennett, Sume,
you know, body shape,
scalation, bulk, mass, size.
mate. On another level. That fish was on another level. There was nothing in the Great British Koi Show that even come close to that fish at the weekend. From what I seen on the Sunday,
Oh no, I
was told on the Saturday it was even better. So,
I don't think there was anything else there that could have topped that fish at all. Not a chance. No, nothing.
Right,
Nothing in my eyes, anyway. Nothing come good enough to atop that fish. Not a chance.
when you look at Grand Champion B, right, best no go Sankey, that was brought in place because it's very difficult
To get an Akamatsuba that size.
technically beat the Go Sankey when they're that good.
Yeah.
Okay, you know.
I mean that was a mint Akamatsuba. I even said on it that it was to not have a single shimmy on a fish of an Akamatsuba for a start is difficult. To get a fish to that size and be so clean and so clear as it was, that was one hell of an achievement as well. That was a big.
But then on top of that, guys, when people understand koi more, right? And I'm not being a righteous prick here, right? Because you know when your knowledge starts to get better and better, it's like I understand where that's coming from, right? But actually, when you look at what goes into producing Go Sankey alone, all right, the amount of spawns that goes through the breeding cycle, etc., it's a huge amount of work. Put a Mizuogon in, for example, or an Akamatsuba, right? They're not as hard to get right. You know,
A single colour.
You know, so
Single colour. I mean, a Chagoy. You could get a Chagoy to that size all day long, couldn't you? With less conditioning to what would be needed to get a Showa or a Sankey to that size. And
okay. And then if you look at the award,
elements are harder, isn't it? So if you imagine getting a single colour fish to that size, right? Then you've got times it by 10 to get a kahaku to that size and quality. Then you've got times it by 10 again. So to get a Sankey to 90 centimetres with all those elements, you're talking 1,000 times harder.
and then get a shower to keep that sort of body conformation again is even harder.
If you think
the
about how
reason-
many farms in Japan breed Sankey, pretty much all of them. Pretty much all. How many farms in Japan breed Akamatsuba?
Otsuka.
3?
Yeah, a few.
Otsuka's top of the tree there
So-
straight away.
You've probably
Sakazumi.
got 100 million Sankeys a year being produced. 5,000 Nakamatsus or whatever. It's a different. That it's so much harder. It's just off the scale, and that's why obviously in Japan the breeders judge the shows and the breeders understand that. So no fish will ever beat a Go Sankey in the top awards unless it is absolutely off the scale. Insane.
So I think it was the junior champion, Rick Hayward. Hayward, I think it is surname. His name's Rick anyway. Ginrin Shiro.
Ginrin Sura.
Yeah, what a fish! What an
Beautiful,
absolute,
wasn't
right? And that has beaten Go Sankey, right? So that has had to go. That has had to step up to the next level to get there. You know,
But the Sorogian and the Sumi on that fish was on point, wasn't it?
it was the best Shiro in the whole of, irrespective of size. It was the best Shiro in all of the vats, in my opinion.
I'd agree,
The skin was so good on it. It was amazing.
wasn't it?
So if he could get that to 90 cm,
He
he'd have a
won't.
chance.
He won't.
That's
I
the
hope
big-
he's watching. He
that's the
won't.
big, isn't it? So that fish is peaked at that point. To get that to that next level, it's just insane.
Yeah, you know, it's I sort of see where, I mean, when you're learning koi, right, you don't fully understand all of the ins and outs of, you know, everything that goes into it, especially in the show scene. The show scene's just a completely different topic altogether. But when you start to look at, I mean, I've asked those questions. You know, there has been GCs won by different fish. In fact, I think it was at Mid Staffs. I think I went to a Kajaku a few years ago. You know, but again, it all depends what goes in the show vats at the time, right? And if I'm honest, I think that the Go Sankey at the National weren't really, and please don't be offended, those people that showed. I don't think they was of an excellent standard, if I'm perfectly honest. I think there was some exceptional fish there, a real good variety. And the Shiro, I was there on the Sunday, so my comments are a little bit tainted because I would have liked to have seen it on judging day as well. But on the Sunday, I think some of the Shiro, they look quite dull in their skin condition. So, you know, and it was the same with some of the Go Sankey as well, if I'm honest. The skin, I think people need to understand how to condition their skin a little bit more.
So the National or the Great British.
Great British.
So yeah, you want to clarify that? You just said the National, they weren't great.
Oh, I didn't mean the National. I meant the Great British. Yeah. You know, I mean, I was walking around with somebody, and I was just going through the vats, and I did notice somebody raise their eyebrows when I was saying, you know, the skin on this is awful.
Claude's put there, at my first show, I was disappointed to not see more variety of fish. I totally admire the owners of and fish, but was expecting to see more colours, patterns, variety swimming around. My first show that I went to, I was blown away with all the fish because I'd only ever seen them in my local koi shop. because I hadn't really travelled much up and down. I mean, there was no real need to. I had a perfectly adequate shop in my own little town, so I just used to go there. So to go to a show and see fish.
Is it me or is it Gaz having a nightmare?
You.
It's you. Yeah.
Proper confused. I thought, what have I said wrong? But I was blown away first time I went to first show down there. To see that level of quality and size of fish, it was, for me, fantastic. And I got that same feeling again, tenfold, when I saw him at the Old Japan. Because that
But
was
do you think social media ruins that a bit? Because you see all of those amazing fish on social media, and
Do
you
if
see
you
all
watch
the
it.
AI generated or cut up fish and whatever, to the point where you're expecting to see things that don't even exist.
that don't exist. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
So
I
Yeah,
mean,
when I
there's a lot to be said for the camera and how well it can make a fish actually really look. I mean, if I look at these on this calendar outside of me from, numerous top breeders in Japan, those fish don't look that good in flesh. They look good, but the camera can manipulate a heck of a lot, man. A heck of a
and then
lot.
the computer.
But there's a flip side to that though, Rick, as well, isn't there? Because I think it shows what can be achieved as well.
To a point, but it is, you see so many stuff pop up on your feeds of cut fish and of digitally enhanced fish, and you're starting to see stuff that just is so far beyond realistic.
Yeah.
If you actually joined the hobby and saw them, and then you went to a koi show, you'd be like, oh, well, they're a bit dull and shit, aren't they?
I was talking, yeah, we was, mate. I was talking last night to High Volts Koi about this is difficult to do, High Volts. So don't take it the wrong way, mate. I don't wish to offend. He sent
Go
me
on, offend.
That means he's going to.
Years gone by, the fish that I got in my pond, I was happy with, and I loved them, and I was chuffed to bits with them. The quality of them all, regardless, it didn't matter what they really looked like. Hobnobs, that's it, powerhouse.
Hobnobs.
I was happy with them, but now I've got those fish in my pond, and I look at them and think. Now somebody sends me some fish and says, do you think these will make good show fish? And my first answer to that was, have you been to a koi show? Yes, I have. Right. So then that to me would have said that the fish that you was asking me about weren't the quality, no disrespect, of what you would see in a size 1 at a koi show. So I said the best thing for you to do is to go, because you don't have to spend a lot of money on a size 1, but that's the best place to start. Practice your skill by picking nice fish, putting a bit of body on them, putting a bit of colour into them, getting them looking right. Start there and start progressing. Then see if you can grow those fish and take them back when you get them into the next category size, and so on and so forth. I'm doing the same, and left it with that as a topic of discussion rather than saying, no, mate, those fish aren't good enough. Because who knows what a judge is going to choose, what he's going to pick. And the best way to find out what the standard is to see what takes the awards and takes the prizes in size 1, size 2, size 3, size 4, size 6, and so on, and seeing what takes grand champion, baby champion, and seeing if the fish that you've got in your pond meet that category. If they do, then have a go. If not, then save a little bit, buy that 1 or 2 fish, and take them fish and enter them into size 1 and have a go, like Lee does. Lee gets them small, grows them on, but he'll buy 50 or 60 of them and grow them on, and then pick his best out of those 50 or 60 fish and have 20 that he might have for the show season. And next year, he'll take them up into the next size and do it again and again and again.
There's a lot more to it than that, though, Gaz, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, of course there is, mate, yeah.
There's technique, there's understanding water, understanding feed, understanding keeping environment. There's buying the right koi, and if you're going to show koi, there was a lot of koi at the Great British that weren't show ready. Kahaku, Sankey especially, they weren't finished enough to be in the show.
Were they on Lee's bat?
Yeah, Lee had loads of them, mate. Fucking every one, I think. You know that and I think that's where when you go into the show scene, that the bits that I know that Lee will back me on this. When he first started showing to what he's showing now, he has an understanding of what the show scene and what show koi are like in comparison to those that aren't ready to show.
Yeah, he just asks me now at work which fish will win, Gaz. I just pick him
I said, Gaz, this is my budget. So I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for. Sort me out, brother. There's a bowl there. Fill it up.
We were though, Lee, when them fish came in when we did that video together. We were all picking fish, weren't we? And all looking at stuff, and you were looking for your potential new fish for growing on for this season's worth of showing, weren't you? And all right, yeah, you might have had 10 or so that had turned to shit, and you might have had 10 that hadn't done as well as you expected, but you've still come out with some decent fish out of them all, haven't you?
Oh yeah, it's just like, obviously, you know, Matt will tell you it's a true numbers game, mate.
Yeah.
You know, you wake up one morning and they're full of secondary Benny, and you're like, that, where the fuck's that come from? It is what it is, and it's always your best fish. I bought remember the Shinoda console box? There was Heat Series in there, and there was Deutz Gosanki.
Yeah.
I bought this is the problem I've got now though, because I've been hanging around Ryan too much. I know his taste. So when I pick out of his console boxes, I always end up getting charged loads of money because it's always his top pick in there. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't make nothing. But I mean I got two lovely Deutz Kahaku from there, and my best one, mate, the swim bladder went on it. I was like, that.
Yeah, exactly.
You're joking. I couldn't believe it. One of those things.
Best fish, and something else goes wrong with it. Keeps its body, keeps its pattern, just can't float.
Yeah, it's mad though. You know, like was it about 3 years ago? I done a little grow and show with exclusively koi with a Hoshkin Kahakus, and I bought it, mate. It was 95 quid. It was a boring fish, and 3 years later, it won adult champion at the national. I mean, you just never know. Those fish just slip under the radar, and they never get any secondary, and they just grow quickly as the grey man. And then all of a sudden, you go, oh bloody hell, I got a winner there. The ones that you want, it's the same, innit? Everyone knows that's on this now. You all see fish going past your eyes, and it's always the fish that you want to do well. They always go to shit, mate.
Yeah,
they always do. It's just sod's law, isn't it?
So you should pick the one you didn't like. Is that what you're saying?
Pardon?
Don't give him a name. Don't look after him. Just sort of push him away.
Yeah, almost, mate. If you ignore them, they almost do all right. Like, it's always things that you don't expect.
Treat them mean, keep them keen, and they'll do well.
Maybe, yeah, I should start treating them more like women. Nah, I can't do that, mate. I'm a lover.
I'm a hunter, Lee.
Arago Kikoi says, Gosanki deserve to be regarded at the highest level when you appreciate the failure rate and ratio of fish it has taken to reach the show quality koi.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, you can remember this year, remember, guys, I said, I'm going to expand my koi collection. I'm going to get loads of different varieties. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, not a massive volume of the different varieties, but I mean, those other varieties have just all they've all got shimmies, you know, the Matsubas and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my god, these are quite hard to keep. I think it's easier to keep Gosanki. I think they stay a little bit more stable. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
No, the thing is, how many Gosanki, Lee, have you brought over the years?
Yeah, loads.
And how many Shishui or how many Akamatsuba or Harawakis have you brought?
One. This is what I'm saying. It's a numbers game. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah. It's an hard game, mate. It's an hard game. It's an interesting game because it always keeps you on your toes. I mean, if it was easy, no one would. Yeah, I think if it was easy, a lot of people would want to do it. But you know, I mean, yeah, I wish it was easier.
I could send you a thousand goshki that would look good and they'll go wrong one after the other. And you'd learn.
I tell you what, though,
1,000 times you'd learn.
That's
the
one
one thing.
It's one thing this year you've been all right on, mate. Your Goshkis are staying.
Yeah, mate, they're all
Not
banging.
the-
Like I had, what I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 or 5. Mate, they're all banging. Yeah, it's mad. I put it down to the cockle shells, mate. Nothing to do with me.
Come on,
No,
gosh.
Susan, going back last year before, Lee couldn't keep a Goshki for shit.
No, I mean I could keep the Ginnering ones because they didn't. A Ginnering Goshki doesn't need to be as dark because they look grey, don't they, with the gin? But yeah,
Now
the
it's
Goshkis, yeah.
different thing.
But in my defence, your makeup of water up there in Ryan's place, Ryan buys Goshki light in Japan because he knows they're going to go dark in his facility.
Yeah.
So I'm using Ryan's knowledge to buy Goshki for myself as well, thinking that they're going to go dark in my water, but they don't. So
No,
what I've
yours
done
go
this
off
time
the way,
is
don't they? Yeah.
I've bought Goshki really dark, and then they just stay dark in mine now because my water is pretty close to Japanese parameters. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So unfortunately, those kind of Goshkis are a lot more expensive in Japan. I mean, Ryan's really lucky; he can get away with getting things under the radar because most other dealers are trying to find the finished stuff. They're not really interested in the lighter ones, but Ryan knows that they're going to turn the corner and look banging after about 2 or 3 months in his place.
Yeah. Joe says Lee's fish always a pleasure to bench. Lovely condition. Just a shame about the smell.
I'm not going to tell you what they've been chewing on, Joe.
Oh, not that smell. To be honest, Goshki's a funny one because the Goshki we bought in Japan in February. So me and Matt, we picked a box, split them. I've kept half in a swimming pool in a polytunnel and half outside, growing outside. Same food, same water, just different temperature, and they are different fish.
Very different.
Mad, isn't it?
They look mental. Can't say too much because I haven't got them out to check them, but yeah, there's a big difference between them. They've grown about the same, but yeah.
I had a gorgeous Minima one. I think the most expensive fish I ever bought was a Minima Goshki. I mean, it was about 62, 63 cm Goshki anyway for Minima, which is a decent size for a Goshki. And the floating Benny was amazing. And I bought her off Ryan, and he goes, "Yeah, don't worry, pal, this is going to go as black as balls." And I waited for about 2 years in my pond, mate, and there's only the nose had a bit of black sumi on it. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to give this to someone else because it ain't working in my water." I was gutted.
Did you get your money back?
You go to a dealer for a koi show koi, you pick a pretty 4-step flowery patterned koi that you like. The dealer says that's no good for a show and picks you a nice plain 2-step. What do you do?
Depends who the dealer is.
I'd always buy a flowery pattern. Gosh,
Buy the one you like,
fish,
mate. There's not.
Yeah, buy the ones you like. I mean,
That's what I'd do. I'd tell the dealer I don't want that one. I want the 4-step.
they don't often win though. I mean, hey, listen, I give my Soldiers Award to a nice flowery Kahaku this show just gone, but yeah, I mean they're not really the judges not really fussed on those over here, are they at all?
Technically, it's a harder fish to get right.
Well, of course, but you got so many starts and stops on the dans for the Kiwa and the Sashi. It's pretty much is hard.
That's just looking at pattern, right? You know, if they're of equal body and skin, right, and then you've got a two-step and then a 4-step, and they're even, then the flowery pattern. Technically, it's harder.
The show terminology. Dan.
Dan 1 and 2.
2 Dan, 3 Dan, 4 Dan, or whatever. That's what it's classed as, isn't it? A dan, isn't it?
Yes.
Step.
Oh, sorry,
The,
mate. Yeah,
the individual blocks of Benny, yeah.
yeah.
And there is a pip on the tip of the nose classed as a dan. Is that classed as a step? Is that one?
Really?
No.
I suppose technically it is, isn't it? It's a bit of Benny on its own. It'd be Coochie Benny, wouldn't it? Probably, but
Yeah.
No, that'd be on the lips, wouldn't it? Coochie Benny.
well, yeah. I suppose it would be.
Sorry, go
Paul, I think I've got your Aragoki, haven't I? From Irizumi Kikutatsu. Yeah, it's looking good, mate. It is looking good. I was looking at it today. Now, I mean, apart from the dozen scales on that left hand side that's come off because of the Benny and the Kostya, it's looking banging on the other side.
Sounds like a nice farm. That I think I went there when I was a kid.
Do you know what, mate? I went there a couple of times. I've been there a couple of times with Ryan, but we never bought there because, I mean, he had a bit of a problem in the farm, but now he's sorted it out properly, and now it's hot stuff again. I mean, that Aragoki that I've got of Paul's is absolutely banging. It's really nice, and the volume's coming on it now. That thing's going to be an absolute weapon by October. Oh, well, yeah. By the winter, I guess.
It was next week, mate. Oh no, next month.
It's surprising. I wish I would have measured that when I actually. Oh, mate, that's actually going to be in the auction, so I'd be able to go back and get a good picture of that, wouldn't I? Yeah, that's interesting. We'll do a 3 months. I'll take it out and I'll bowl it up at the 3 month point, and we'll do a little comparison.
I forgot.
So is everyone entering their fish for Joe's online digital show? I mean, I've got to pull some fish out probably tomorrow or Saturday and do some panic photography to send them across to him.
Is it still, are we still able to submit them, or are we past the point of submitting?
No. The cutter is the 31st. Now, in fact,
the 25th.
I'm at the 31st. Yeah, so I'm a good lad because up in the other show, I got Liam. I've paid Liam to take a couple of pictures and videos. Now then. But I'm going to do the other ones myself probably tomorrow and the next day. I'm actually busy at the moment. I'm flat out in the garage. I'm putting another 3 ponds in there. I am buzzing.
Free loading up.
Mate, I can't wait, mate. My garage is all empty. It's all clear. All the
What are you
back
selling in
walls.
your garage door?
The garage door is coming off on Thursday. I've got a new one to go in there, and that's all getting blocked up.
Oh, okay.
Watch my video later on when I drop it, and you'll see it.
Okay.
Lee, your fish. I'm growing your fish, mate. Watch Vince's video. They're doing all right.
I know, mate. I watched it last night a little
Those
bit.
dragons are flying, but you're not doing much effort.
How much?
I'll come down now. Once I get these ponds up and running, I'll come down and I'll pick up a bunch and we'll grow them on and we'll see what we can do with them.
There'll be one left by the time we're ready.
Oh, mate, keep me skim off some of the cream. Go on, help a brother.
How many of you been getting from when you've harvested them? I know I saw a video overnight as you were grading through them. You were aiming to get 200.
Huh?
You was aiming to get
in the pond for the event. We're down to 20.
Yeah.
Of which,
but majority of those are kahaku.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not. But they're not Welsh dragons.
There's 2 kahaku in there that are good.
Yeah.
They're both
how successful was the actual the Sankey spawning? Or the Sankeys?
Better in the main pond, but what isn't it? I ain't gonna be upset when you got 22 centimeter kahakus that are decent at 20 weeks old. They're proper Tosai. They're not Tosai being sold at a year and 22 weeks. They're 22 weeks.
Hey, Rick, I knew you were going to bring that up. Your own words were the Tosai until September.
Oh, fucking they're not.
That's what you said.
No, I didn't. I said people that buying them in. If you buy a Tosai in March and you still got a Tosai in September, you're stretching the boundaries, aren't you? That fish is not in its first year anymore.
One of those
And the same brothers and sisters you're buying in Japan as Nisai are Nisai, isn't they?
Hey, Matt, here's a quick one for you. I'm going to plug you. Not
Oh.
sexually, but I'm going to plug you.
Free pond-liners.
How much off the top of your head, or I might contact you privately, I need a couple of Boxwell liners, 2.5 meters square.
2.5. This is how quick I can do it.
It's on the laptop.
It's going on the fucking computer now, mate.
What depth?
What depth is it, Lee?
Well, the ponds are going to be a meter, but obviously I need a little bit to fold over and play around with, like, you know.
You don't worry about that because we build the flange in for you.
I love a flange, to be honest.
He builds them in.
Hang on.
Yeah, I forgot to put my light up again. Shit. Sorry. I was just reading the comment. I'm fading away into the darkness with the backlight. Oh,
4 big ones.
that's what she said.
Okay. What's the turnaround on those, though?
2 to 3 days.
Okay.
I like the covert, 4 big ones.
Is this for the garage?
Yeah. So I got 2,000 gallons going in there and 1,500.
Right. Straight question for you. What's the other one that's got the Awazi filtration system on it?
That's 750, but that's still there as well.
You don't like that one, do you?
No, that works banging. Yeah, it's awesome. But I think I'm taking that pond out because it's hard to explain. But the other side of the wall, I'm digging down and putting 2 more ponds in there as well. So that where that pond is, that's where the other Awaz drums will sit to feed that through the walls.
Switch it round, Lee.
Was that?
Switch it round. The Warzay drum will have ponds in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Where the Warzay drum is now, you're going to put ponds there.
So where the Awaz drum is right now, the compact L, I've got an N module coming. So then that gets pushed down halfway down the garage, and each side of that then there's 1,000 gallon pond. So that Awaz system is running the 2 of them. It's on the same system. But the reason I want the same system is because if I buy a load of Gosanki, let's just say I buy a load of Sakai Gosanki and a load of I don't know, Danichi single colored fish. It's nice to be able to move them if they're jumping, if they're competing against the bigger ones. They're different growth rates, but it's the same column of water. It's just to separate them, really.
Uncle Takano will have a shitload of stuff for you. He'll give you a couple of bags full.
We'll see. I might get another dirty mug made up for him because that always gets me a free Nisai anyway. Yeah, I can't wait to go over there actually in October. I was talking to Ryan, and it's probably going to be I think Ryan's going over there early, but I've got the show in October to go to, which is the 3rd and the 4th, I think, the Kidderminster one. And then I think he wants me to pop over them for a week about the 12th of October, 14th of October.
A week or 2?
Mate, cheeky week's enough for me.
Cheeky week.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not my job. I don't make any money over there, mate. I don't get holiday pay. You know what I mean? When I'm over there.
No, when you're off work when you're over there, aren't you? So
well, that's what I mean. So it's hard work, mate. It takes me a little while to recoup them when I come back. I ain't as rich as Mark Exo or anything like that.
Mine's going 2nd of October to 17th of November.
That's right. Yeah. So I'll go over probably in the middle. Yeah, I might go over.
The event, mate.
Pardon?
The Welsh Dragon giveaway. We're giving away your new hair
Nice.
for you.
So what you say? Say it again now.
We're going to do a little event in 18th, 19th of October.
Well, with the Welsh Dragons.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. I was just winding you up.
Oh, right. Okay.
We're doing Vince's thing then, because there's so many shows now. We can't do it before then.
Yeah.
Clash show because that's like shit in it.
Aye, bloody hell, man! Oh, I'm coming up to yours on Sunday, Gaz.
This Sunday.
Yeah, Oh no, Monday. Sorry, Monday.
Oh, yeah, Monday.
So Yaz will be on her way back from France, and I'm going to shoot up and see if I can find some auction fish for the next one. Mate, I tell you what, I'm fed up with fucking driving. Last weekend it was Newark. The weekend before that it was Sunderland. This weekend coming now is bloody Nottinghamshire again. I'm gonna get Ryan to change my wet belt in my van for me.
Have you not got a private jet yet?
No, mate. I'm struggling trying to find a second-hand compact M or was. So if anybody wants to gift me one, I'll give you my address.
Compact M.
What's that?
Which one's the I got one, the small ones.
Yeah, it's the small one. Yeah. How much is that, Rick? I'll give you a hand job.
You can't sell that, Rick. I've been after that for about 10 years.
Yeah,
Who
but I've
has?
rubbed so many bits off it now. It's just sat there covered in cobwebs.
It was then, 10 years ago.
I know, it's still sat there. Never been used.
Well, there we are, mate. I'll buy it off you. I'll take it to a good home.
I'm not.
No, I'm gonna run the whole garage on a WAS, mate. It's all like Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. It's funky in it.
I'll get you a compact M, Lee. Just leave it with me. I'll get you one, mate. I'll sort it out. I'll just have a quick put it out there. Can anybody provide me with a compact M, please? Thank you very much.
There's actually a few for sale. Actually, to be honest, there's one not far away from the Southeast Koi show. So if that's still there in a couple of weeks, I might swing by and put that in the back of the van.
You've just put the price up now, haven't you?
Hopefully the guy's not watching.
He's definitely watching. He's like,
Couple of quick plugs. Shameless ones. Here we go. Mid-season sale up to 50% off August the 30th and 31st. Huge saving on Japanese koi, pond equipment, aquatics and more. And guess where you can go to get it from? That's right, ladies and gents. Perfect Aquatics. That led nicely into that one, didn't it? And while you got the chance and you're on the website, have a look at their live competitions page.
oh, is it live now?
It is up and running.
Yeah, they took 2
It's
years.
been doing well, apparently.
It's been doing very well, mate. Yeah, it's a lot of
Become an
good
ambassador.
wins out of it. To be fair,
There you go, mate.
Thank you very
Another
much.
plug there. This one has been in the making for quite some time, but it's here now, guys. So get yourselves on over there. Get yourselves a ticket. Instant win.
have a look on the enter now, Gaz. On that.
Say again.
Go on enter now on that bottom one, on that right hand side one. Yeah.
Go on, guys, enter.
And then just scroll. You can see there's loads of prizes up for grabs. As
Do me a
well.
favour, Crafty. Can you next month? Can you put a compact M on there? We can sort something out.
We've got lots lined up. We've got koi coming on next week as well.
All these prizes also come with a free pond bomb and a Big Mac.
Ooh.
And a Big Mac.
Yeah, the Big Mac. There's no way you're getting a Big Mac off Crafty.
Can you remember that the first couple of auctions I helped you on, Crafty, and you didn't invite me back on them because I said every fish comes with a free
Mate,
pond
that
bomb.
has just stuck like glue.
That's why I thought I'd just add it in there with every free ticket comes with a pond bomb. And it was Mark that come up with the Big Mac. I just nicked his idea. Cheers, Mark.
So I don't know what's sold today, but there's still 4 £500 gift vouchers available on that. I don't know if anything's been won today on it or not. So, but yesterday there were still 4 available. So
Over 11 grand's worth of prizes to be won. Choose your
Prizes
dream
to be
prize.
won. What's that? Oh, catchphrase? No. Oh, what's that?
Prizes to be won. Oh, that's Funhouse, wasn't it?
One house. Pat
Sharp.
Yes, Pat. What was his name? Pat what?
Pat Sharp.
Pat Sharp. Mate,
Didn't he
I'm
die?
surprised
Died
he
of a
didn't.
drug overdose.
No offense, I can't believe he didn't come out in the wash with Jimmy Savile and the lot because he looked that
didn't.
kind.
There's a link post in there for everybody to click on that and have a look at the Perfect Aquatics competition page. Are we going to have a look at some marathons and see whether or not we actually got marathon?
Oh, we got koi appreciation, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, we've also got a mid-season sale of up to 50% off of August the 30th and 31st too.
For where? Exclusively.
Wax, I believe.
No, perfect quite. We have got something coming up though, Lee, that you should have plugged when you come on.
Well, the auction on Sunday.
Ah,
The auction on Sunday.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, I heard you plugging it, but I've plugged it on the video that I'm putting out now in about about an hour.
Right, good man.
At the end of that as well.
You plug
When-
your
when
own
did you
videos.
see-
You got
What's
anything to plug, Rick?
I was going to ask you for some pond detox. I'm doing a food trial. I thought I might put some pond detox in and see if they grow quicker.
Okay.
That pond detox is good stuff. I think it's a good thing to have, just hanging around in case you come back from work and
Have
your
you
filter's
seen
been
what
off.
it does to your koi? It turns him into a mirror. Look at Frank's pond, man. You go out there, buy yourself a shitload of sankey and shower and all the rest of it, kakyo, and before you know it, they've all turned into great big fat mirror carp.
I quite like what he's done, actually, though, mate. You know, I was talking to
He's got
Frank.
some really nice carp in there, mate. I'm interested to see.
I know. I talk to Frank quite a lot, mate, to be honest. I give him at least a couple of funny voice notes a week. And I love Frank's sense of humor. He's so dry and boring, but underlying intelligence in there, you know? And
Did your video, the last one from the show, have some secret surveillance footage from Frank?
did you see that? Yeah. He
Wasn't it?
caught,
It was.
yeah, he caught me and the boys going mooching around. Yeah.
Is he not missed the boat trying to grow a carp when RS Fisheries have done 60 pounders in a koi pond?
Yeah, but I don't know. Frank will do well, mind. He'll. I dare say he'd probably surpass those, mate, because he's pretty. Have you seen his little charts?
60 pounder.
Let's be frank about it. Frank knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
Frank does know what he's doing, mate. He's proper cunning like that. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The proof's going to be in the pudding. But
Well,
those
Frank,
things.
I still think you need to change your channel name. It's kind of
Well,
cheating.
I said to him, I said, you'll never need a fluke treatment again. Those things are hard as old boots, aren't they?
Save a fortune, won't it? And he won't have to buy colour food anymore because there ain't no colour.
Oh, that's true enough. Didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Right then, let's bring up the first of the first one.
First marathon. Matt, have you got something to ask Crafty? Does
Sorry?
pond detox deal with foam?
That's the point.
Now that's not a smiley face on this fish's head. It's actually well placed bubbles.
That's excellent. That looks like my old Yamaguchi koi.
I'm not sure that's more of a Zorro mask than a marathon. Isn't it?
Right. Are we
I thought-
saying is that does a marathon have to have a circle?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's disqualified.
Yeah. So are we disqualifying? But very nice koi.
It's a very nice koi. I mean,
He won last week. He's fine. He won't get a chance there.
Yeah, we're stretching the marathon there.
It's
somewhat.
probably the best koi we're going to see all night, though, isn't it?
That is a marathon.
yeah, I would class that as a marathon, to be
Well,
honest.
Then that just means that any kaku with or any pattern with a separation on the head plate to the shoulder is a marathon. Doesn't
That's
have to be a
bandana.
circle.
That's definitely a bandana.
AI says it's got to be a circle. In the
Very nice
circle.
Siroji. Lovely Siroji on that, though, isn't it? What size? Do you know what size
Keyword
it
as
is?
well.
The kiwa's good on it too. Yeah, it is.
Proper
Very nice.
clean. Look at the Siroji and the fins and stuff, mate. That's really nice condition as well.
Size of its goddamn eyeballs, oh man, it's huge. Gonna be a big.
I bet is that Matsue?
Yeah, probably.
I'm serious. That's a trait from Matsue. Some of Matsue bloodlines, isn't it?
Yeah,
Googly
it
eyes.
is. Yeah.
Marudo, 64.
Marudo. I tried to give his daughter my phone number, but she wasn't interested.
I know, because she likes me, mate. Get over it.
Rick Howarth's Benikikuru.
Have you seen his daughter, though, Rick? She's
Yeah, I know.
gorgeous.
She-
That's nice.
I think I sold him that.
I think you might, don't you know?
Oh, shit now, isn't it?
Crap that. Disqualified.
Yeah, shitfish that. flowery look. Ugh. He wants a flower.
Yeah, to be fair, one side's amazing, the other side is dead boring. Isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a single-sided fish this side, isn't it? Just two spots.
It's a good window fish as long as it swims in circles that way.
Well, that's what it's got.
Oh, and it doesn't say it now then.
Oh, here's some quality. Look, here's some quality.
Oh, mate.
Not in your
This is where
carpet
you
again,
need to
Rick.
look at these.
He's got them back on carpet. It's back on his jeans again.
They're back in the old sieve, mate.
What are they on? Non-slip mats?
No, they're the sieve.
they're in a tea strainer, which is this big.
They're tiddly, mate.
A little
This is where
sieve.
you need to learn. This is where you need to learn your trade, isn't it?
Yeah, it's part of it that people need to know.
Exactly.
Backbone on that one on the left, mate. Fuck me.
Yeah, for I think, what are these, 4 or 5 cm?
5 to 6 centimeters, yeah.
I was the same last week, mate. Have you not grown them yet?
No, these are, yeah, I like putting in tiddlers, mate, because we can see them in a few years and go, shit me, that's amazing. Or not.
I hope so, mate. I hope we do get to see him again in a few.
That one on the left, though, look at that. But that backbone, it's just like, that's wrong, isn't it?
It's a
If you
lot
can
of power
measure
in
from
a
the
little
eyeballs
fish.
to the dorsal fin, something's not right there, I think.
So that's the first two. Oh, we've got 2 rim ones as well. Oh,
Yeah,
look at that, man.
I'm not messing about.
I didn't see them ones, mate.
They almost look pearl scales, will they?
They're not pearl
They're
scale.
not pearl scale, Matt. Come on.
Get out of it.
Yeah, bloody hell.
What happened to that gin, Rick, as that fish grows? Does it?
I
It's
don't know. I'll
mad
never see him
right now, isn't it?
again once he's sold him.
Well, if it stays that size, then they will look like pearl scale.
Mate, they
Again.
will be.
Yeah. So my
Oh,
show
no,
was
scale
the rights,
in the
right?
centre, guys, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if that tiny little gin stays the same size in the fish goes, it will be in the centre.
Well, that's like saying the eyeball's going to stay the same size. They're not, are they?
I was being pedantic.
I was
No.
looking all right, mate.
They're right.
Oh, here we go. And look at Matt now.
No, look,
Actually put
now
them
he
in
knows
there.
what a marathon
Okay, so the bottom one's a Maritam, but the one at the top isn't.
If you were
That's not
paying,
American.
if you were paying attention last week, you would know why that one at the top is.
Right,
was-
but
I
you
was
said,
fucking
it got
paying
no more,
attention.
you said it got no more sumi anywhere else on it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So technically, because you actually put it in and you knew it had sumi, we're disqualifying both fish.
Good
Is that the
potential.
one we were on
Where's that
about?
one
The
from,
black and
Matt?
red in the head.
This one's got
Right.
black on the head too. Sumi underlying.
That's just where its brain cells are. Be all
So
right.
yeah, it's only a 2-side till September as well.
Go on that.
What size are they now, Matt?
37, I think they were.
Have you harvested them yet?
That's mad how deep the sumi is on that, but yet the rest of it hasn't come forward yet.
'Cause it's,
Yeah,
it's got
please
fresh
don't
stuff.
say
Skin though,
that.
innit?
You
It's
cheat,
all,
man.
it's all new stuff.
I'm cheating. Why am I cheating?
It's because when I was down there last week, I could tattoo the skin, but not the scales.
Imagine Sumi sat on red. You got an undercoat, in you. So if you're looking at young fish, that's a precursor, isn't it? You can see where the Benny pattern is under the Sumi on proper young Sankey by the colour of it.
Yeah, I heard you saying that earlier and in the selecting videos that you were talking about over there on Vince's.
There you go. Every day's a learning day.
Now these two, they're pretty nice, Matt.
How come you haven't fucking sold these yet?
Yeah.
He's a tight bastard and holds on to them all.
They were glowing on. I got so many fish of that quality that I just don't want to sell. And I videoed them, chucked
Hang
them on
about,
the grate.
hang about, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Let's just pause this. That your whole business structure is buying and selling fish.
It is, but I keep telling you, I'm not in it. For the
To
money.
sell them.
I do it because how many times have you come down and gone, for fuck's sake, Matt, sell them? And I'm like,
So if
oh,
there's anybody out there down south where there is not much of anything other than Matt's land and his farm, there's a free business going because Matt just likes keeping them for shits and giggles. So just offer him a few quid, you might get a few acres to go with it. And you
And
could have
give you
all
a
the
pond
stress
line.
of not having to get up in the morning and find your Oasis pumps that have all gone down.
Free pond liner with every fish bought.
After
I'll buy those two then.
There we got a bid there, 295.
unfortunately,
I thought these were sold anyway. I thought you
they
said you
did.
sold.
Literally, they are. I put them on a group this afternoon, and they sold instantly.
So you're not doing well, really. Then
That one's good. Top of the pit. That one there.
Back in the day, we named it cookie dough.
That's the one.
We should have named it cookie
Who's got something on the background about cookie dough? It sounds so creepy.
full.
That's your telly. Interrupting the viewing.
Who's that?
I haven't got my headphones here.
Oh my God! You've
That's
actually
nice,
got
isn't it?
three in. So technically, you've been disqualified by three. So you've got one fish entered.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
more hidden. But that's a good one.
Tired
But it's
boy.
good. You know what you were saying about the Goshki?
Mm.
They're the canoe ones, and I've got canoe that have gone jet black, and I've got the canoe ones that are real light like that
Yeah.
in the same tank.
Oh, quick one about Goshkis. Carl Morrison's Goshki. Where was that from? Is that a cano fish? It was, wasn't it?
This New Forest Koi one.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah. No, but the one that he had in the national, no, in the last Great British. I'm sure that was a cano Goshki, wasn't it? No one knows.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
it was.
There's nowhere that's going as marathon, mate.
That's not a
Yeah,
marathon.
that's not. That's more of
Come
a
on,
coochie.
Colin.
That is such a marathon. It's unreal.
That's linking around Cheekin into Gillplate and Lot and under eye. That's not a marathon.
More marathon than what that Showa Tancho was.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
it's more than that is.
I described that as Rudolph.
Banging that.
No good for nothing. But
Look,
the
it links round from nose,
him.
round underneath eye, around eyeball, and into the head. That's all one piece. You tried to do us there, didn't you, Cole, with a sneaky one, not thinking we'd be able to look down over the top and see it wrap around the eye and into head again. Disqualified. Sorry, Colin. Lovely fish, though, mate.
To be fair, when I saw Colin posted some videos, I was like, "Oh shit, they're going to be some good ones."
Now you realise.
Am I too late to send you a video quick?
No, not at all, mate.
course
It
you
might
are.
be the only marathon we see.
Right, I'll send you a marathon now.
Send it on Messenger.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I mean,
It's quite a
it can't be
marathon.
too late because Tony Farmer is probably banner sending another 6 or so before.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is nice.
Kawakami. Some body on it, mate.
Everyone's in trouble now, by the way.
Why you
Floating
bring
Ben
a
is
teacher
good
out?
as well. Mm,
What's that?
good floating
Bring
Ben.
a teacher.
That's not one either.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
not.
It's up and onto the shoulder.
That's
Doesn't
not a
matter.
marathon.
There's nothing
is
about
marathon.
that as a marathon.
That's not. That's just a two-step.
It's not. That's marathon.
Oh. Crofty, fucking living in a world of Mackie D's and
A marathon.
One bombs.
I thought the spot had to be on the head, not but that goes up and over the shoulders.
Yeah, I wouldn't class that as a marathon.
I barely class it as a Sankey. It's so bad.
I reckon that's a shower that's losing to sue me.
Fucking you horrible bunch of cunts.
No, it's a nice Sankey though.
not either. My
How have
God.
people not got married? That's not
Right, that's not a
marathon.
marathon. On to the next one.
That is
Fucking hell, what's
marathon.
going on? No, it's not.
It's not.
No.
It's such a marathon.
It's still, I would love to see your circle.
Hang about. The reason why Kraft is saying this is because he sold them to him as marathon. So he don't want Colin to be disappointed.
It probably was round, and it probably was round, and I was got secondary.
Secondaries filled in.
That's a Matt's away one again with the old googly eyes.
Yeah, I bet you is. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Even
Right.
that's not marathon.
Next one. That's not a marathon. Come on, next one. Let's go.
How is that
Any
not
time on
marathon?
this?
How is that
He's
not
got
marathon?
the penny on the head, and he can't have.
That is such a marathon.
No, it's not.
You know, earlier on when you were talking about the knowledge of coin, as you progress and you understand and you learn more about them to get to know the ins and
Right,
outs.
okay, all right, okay. I'll forward you over an article, Gus.
Crafty, I put 4 on that were less than 5 centimeters long, and they were all better than that.
Michael
Not true.
Thompson's.
Not a trick. That's not. Oh, no. It leads
That's
into the
not
head. It's
either.
not marathon.
It goes on to the nose. That's not a marathon either. A marathon needs at least some form of circle in the middle of the head, which is separated from the next down.
Well, put the way that
But
I'm
it doesn't have to be an exact tancho round spot, but it needs to be situated in the center of the head at least.
Between the eyes, at
if
least.
you took off all the other colour, would you class that as a good pan chain?
No.
Exactly. So there you go. There's your answer. No.
Fucking hell, man.
Chris Brand, are we going to see his first one? No.
Oh, next one. Come on.
Rick, you made a real good choice last week. We said to
There, we've got one.
I thought everyone would be plying these out, mate.
Actually, we've got one.
Hey.
Yes, we've got first marathon.
First marathon. No, that's a goddamn aside. Get your hands off it. Wrong fish, man. There we go.
That's
There we
that.
are.
That's
You've
not bad.
restored
mate.
my faith, Chris.
Superb marathon Sankey. Well done.
Jeremy and Sue, you've
Oh,
got ultimate slot.
is that it?
What do you think?
What about the one I sent you? Come on, guys.
Yeah, well,
Stop messing around now. We'll give you the perfect example of a marathon.
there we go.
Now that's a marathon.
I think you can make the best choice for you.
Boom.
This is a good decision.
Yeah, but Seska sent one that has smashed that so far into the Welsh
Oh,
Sea.
yeah.
Have to be.
That's nice.
It needs to be away from us and all the people that know.
That penny is rubbish, isn't it?
You should have just said Tancho. I think you're right, Colin. Because so basically nobody knows what a marathon is.
Is that okay, Lee? So did you win anything with that?
It's
Yeah, you got.
I mean, I would have in Japan, but not in this country. No.
You got a dark Goshki for the first time. That's a win, isn't it?
What's that?
That is.
You got a dark Goshki for the first time. That's a win.
I've got 3 more of those in the pond.
Mental.
Okay, penny on that, man. Jesus Christ.
It's nice.
Everyone was saying that should have got baby champion up the North of England koi show, but some judges have different ideas. 34.5 cm that was.
We're in that
That's nice, man. Very nice.
So
Right.
come on, we got Seska sent one in, didn't she?
what's going through.
I'm just going to go back and check.
Come on. No, but it's not in that bit. It's somewhere else. I'm sure it is. I've seen
I
it.
think some got posted in the.
I feel like the reason why we come a long way is because we make the most hardest thing.
Let's refresh.
Like, do we go for the fortune? Or do we take out or do we take out people that we build a good relationship with?
It's a very difficult decision for us to
It's not
make.
sure
Oh.
Seska's actually posted it, unless you did put it in.
Yeah, it's just.
I've seen it somewhere.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
solid.
that's a Gromo, isn't it?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
it's
Still,
it's a-
it's still a marathon.
No, but it's a Gromo marathon, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
It's a standalone one, guys. It's not on there.
They want to go for the money because there's no way we're going home.
No.
Disqualified. It's not in there.
You dare.
It's not in there. So, where? Where did you post it?
It was just in your feed.
Do you really see the spreads?
So, yes,
Really?
yes.
Big time.
Historically, we haven't done that well.
But the way your mind works is very fast.
Got disqualified if you can't find it.
Chance in the final.
There's another one that were entered, but that's not one either.
We did look after you quite a lot. We
So
have
they're last week's.
But anyway,
Yeah, they're last week's, aren't they?
I just
Esther,
sent
have you
it.
posted it?
I just sent it to you guys.
Oh,
In
thank you.
respect that we have given them the power.
I can't. What's going on with this guy? I can't even find him on my own damn post.
It's weird, guys, because I posted a load today, and 1 minute you could see some posts, next minute they weren't there, and it's the same one here.
Stab me with it.
Too late. Time's up.
decision.
Can we make that bigger?
Jeremy, really.
I like the back. Who's is the background music? I like that.
There's a little.
It's
The
crafty.
hell?
That looks tidy from here, doesn't it?
I have to say, Lee, your video was better than that, though, wasn't it? On my screen, yours was a big fish.
Mhm. Yeah, but it looks nicer, that Goromo, doesn't it, from there?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, it's lost to my Goshki because of the size of the video. But apart from that, it's nice. No,
I
like
can't even make it bigger either.
I love a good Goromo, mate. I do.
Right. We got some sent in from Lee as well, so we'll have a quick look through these and see if Lee can identify.
Who's this? Lee Oliver.
Yeah, Lee Oliver. Mama
He's
Taro,
got-
thank you,
Yeah,
exclusively.
that's
Coy.
Maritanish.
Yeah, it's about there.
It's not going to be.
If I knew this was Maritime night, I would have. I got that nice Kahaku from Yoshino I could have put on, and I would have got my Tanchu out with a little heart.
So that's
That's
all
not
right.
bad, mate.
There's a
It's
marathon.
nice.
I'd have that over your Goshki every day of the week.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
That's not because it's
I
not
mean-
separate.
I mean, that's close though. I mean, I think I'd still almost class that as one.
only if the chap's cut a little shimmy across.
Yeah. Odekan will be all over that
It would.
with his size 10.
Go there, he's got loads of them. Who's this guy? He's got a pond full of them.
Lee's got some nice fish, bless him, to be honest.
But they're both.
He needs to start building his new pond though.
Well, these all at your house.
Mate, he's got so many fish, mate. I don't know how he can keep them alive in that pond he's got. They're packed. I mean, it's not even a small pond. It's like 4,000, 5,000 gallons, but there's so many big fish in there.
That's joint
right.
in though. That's not even.
No. Needs a little chop across the corner, but
Yeah,
quality's nice, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
That would actually probably be the best fish of the night if it was a Maritime.
Oh, this is a good one. What happened there, Tony?
The Kiwa and Sashi's a bit dodgy on that one.
Tony, I don't know what happened to. Oh, let me download it. See, oh, but that's the same picture. There we go. Yeah, so that's definitely linked in. So unfortunately, Tony, very nice fish, but no cigar. So the winner is.
I can't even remember anymore. I don't want to say Lee because that's just.
Let's give him. No, I'm exempt from this. Let's give it to. Well, I don't know. There was a few in there, but there was a few I can't remember now.
Let's go for a quick recap.
I'm
No.
going for the other Lee's Kahaku towards the end.
Sure, there was another one on there.
Matt's got one there, but he don't own them. He's got one there too. They don't own them two. Collins is not. That's not. That's not. That's not. That's
Fuck
not.
me. How many missed? This is shocking.
We got one that's definitely not.
I've got more
you
fish
mean-
than that.
Rick,
There's four
I mean-
that actually are.
There's 4 there that definitely are.
And Rick don't own them either. Sean does.
Actually, I mean, technically, that one only just is.
Fucking is, mate. That's exactly what it is.
It's only just.
Hey, listen, if I'm exempt, so is Matt.
I'm not there because mine are only 5 cm.
You can't be in this because you're a dealer, Matt. Sorry, but
No, and quite right.
and Rick
Seska.
and
then.
Crafty.
It's got to be Seska with a Gorome.
Oh, shut up because you sold it to her. Yes,
Well, not take. You didn't have to mention that bit, but it's still
That-
we know you.
I
we know
reckon,
you.
I reckon for the best bodied one, I think it could be Lee's.
I like that. I like the Goromo, but it's pity you couldn't get it a bit bigger.
Oh, hang about.
I like Lee's
I
one
might
at
be
2
able to.
PM. The different Lee, whoever the other Lee is. Lee's Kahaku, not Lee.
Let me
Yes, Lee.
just in case, one sec. Let me see if I can get it bigger.
But it is nice Gorome. Where'd you get that from, Matt? Japan.
Where's that Goromo from, Matt?
I can't remember.
Nakazumi, come on. You know.
Is it Sakazumi or Marushan?
Nakazumi.
Be worth a bomb if it was from Marushan.
Yes. Hang about.
But you put Prada tax on it.
You want
I've
to see
managed to be able to get it bigger.
You want to see the Goromos I got down there now?
Well, we will when you release them for sale. You know.
There we go. We've got it bigger.
I like that one. I like that's my fish. I like that one. I do.
That's not the winner.
Nice, mate. Nice Goromo.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
The winner for me is Lee, not your Lee, the other Lee, is Kahaku. Not that one, because that's not a card. That one.
That one.
That's got to be good, hasn't it?
It's going over the eye, though, isn't it?
No, it's all right.
One rule for me.
Well, fuck it, why not? Let's all join in that in a marathon.
Yes, it is. That is lovely.
That's a good marathon.
Yeah, that's definitely the best one of them all there.
That wins for me. I don't care what you say. I'm not a judge.
Congrats, Lee. You've got my vote on that one, mate. And that was that.
Imagine being a judge at a show.
Lee, do us a favour, mate. Pick us the type of fish for next week's Koi Appreciation.
Benny Ginger.
Oh, excellent choice. Thank you very much.
Something a bit
Benny
unusual,
Ginger.
isn't it?
That'll be a difficult one. I don't think there'll be very many of them, but Benny Gingers for next week, guys. This is going to bring up so many Kajakus, it'll be unreal.
Benny Ginger.
Benny Ginger and a Kajaku.
Okay, well, I can change it if you want. Why do I change it?
Black and white base fish, mate.
Kajak, what about Kajaku? Because we haven't done Kajaku.
No, let's do pearl ginnerins. But then it's only Sakaguchi then, isn't it?
Yeah, we've done it. I already have done it. Go on, Benny Ginger. We'll stick with Benny Ginger. It means we can just process through the we'll process through the Koi Appreciation faster.
It'd be interesting to see what people learn what is and what isn't a marathon or a Benny Ginger.
Yeah,
that's it.
Let's go with marathon Benny Ginger.
Oh, fuck
yeah. A Ginnerin marathon Benny Ginger.
What about country Benny Ginger with a certificate?
No, because you've already got one. We don't want to see that shit.
A what? A what?
Benny Ginger with a certificate.
Oh, I got one.
Uh-huh.
I haven't got one, but I'm going up to exclusively on Sunday.
What for?
I'm only joking. I ain't buying nothing up there.
You're going Monday anyway, Lee.
Yeah.
On Monday, yeah. Sorry, Monday, yeah.
Oh, I like it when Lee comes up. We get loads of buns and cakes and stuff.
Mate, it's brilliant, isn't it? I'll be up there early though. Hopefully, I'll get there for 9, and then you've got me. I want to see if I can leave for about.
It'd be like asking to see Miracap from Benny Ginger. Hang about. Let me see. Let me see if we can show you and help you out.
Right, I'm going to shoot off, boys, because some of us have got work tomorrow.
Gio.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
little shit liar.
Right. I'll give you an example, ladies and gents, of what a Benny Ginger looks like.
Get it right.
I'll definitely get it right. It's mine.
All right.
There you go. That's a Benny Ginger.
In my day, they were called shit kajakus in my day. They spent years getting that black out of the face to make them nice and white.
So
And then somebody went and put it all back in. This is the actual Benny Ginger. Benny Ginger's older than the Kajaku in it.
Yeah, it's a start. Yeah.
what makes it the Benny Ginger?
Black base.
Like Benny Kikikuriu, but normal scaled and. Right. I got shitloads of them. They are shit. That's the problem. I got shit.
I don't think mine. Well, I've actually still got the same fish, but it's not quite as vibrant in the Benny anymore as what it was down here. But I will re-video it for the actual event so we can see the difference from that.
Are we doing an auction on this, Gaz?
On this one, you can buy that one if you want.
Doesn't look like that anymore.
Don't look like that anymore. It's bigger.
This is in contrast to what was agreed.
So there we go. Benny Ginger.
I thought you were going, Lee.
We got two.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you're as bad as me. Do you know the off button, right? It's the red one down the bottom.
Oh, yeah, I'm off now. Anyway, I love you guys.
See you, Lee.
Good night, Lee. Thanks
See
for
you
joining
later,
us. So there we go. That is the end of the Koi Appreciation. And next week is going to be a Benny Ginger. We had Benny Ginger a few weeks ago, did we? No.
Yeah, we did have it a few weeks ago.
We have actually done it, haven't we? I think we have done it, haven't we? I think we have.
We'll have to put a twist on it then. Benny Ginger or Benny Komomryu.
Benny Kumonru.
So you could either or.
Either or, yeah. Benny Ginger or Benny Kumonru. Because they're nice as well. There we go. That's what we're going to do then. Benny Ginger or Benny Kumonru. Has anybody else got any more of topics or anything they'd like for have a natter or a chat about this evening?
How are we going to get rid of the froth on Matt's customers pond?
I'd water change it out myself.
Yeah.
You can't water change that out.
Because you can. You can just take all water out.
It's just keep filling it up, it overflows.
Problem solved. Just keep filling it till it overflows out of pond.
It's trickle out as well.
We couldn't pick Lee's because it was a late entry, and it's mint.
Yeah, it's mint. That was mine.
And Lee didn't want to give himself the award because that would be
Because it's like 500 quid for whoever wins it, and Lee didn't want that.
Didn't want the 500, so he said he'd let you have it, Lee. I'll pay you sometime never. Any more for any more? Anybody else got any topics, gentlemen, you'd like to have a natter about before, or anything else you want to push, promote, or speak now, or forever hold your peace?
I believe not.
That's
We're
it.
silent. That means we all want to go to bed.
Rick's gone. Very glad I pay for this service because it's been absolute dog shit tonight.
To be fair, I've got 2 kids on Wi-Fi. Fortnite.
You've been all right, Rick.
Everybody's in and out this evening.
No, not with me, guys. Everyone's fine.
Maybe it's yours, Gaz. You got a shit reception. Or
Matsuba. That's going to be one to do for a later date. Matsuba. Akamatsuba's. Or if no, we've had Matsuba's. We've done all that already. We've done them.
Have we done Aragoki yet?
Oh my God. It's all going tits up, ladies and gents. Mr. Hadfield's left us something in the background.
That's why it's all the shit.
He's knackered his show with hobnobs. Yummy. Dave, I'll tell you what we'll do, Dave. We'll do the Yamabuki Ogon the week after, because we haven't done that. And I've got two of them. One from New Forest Koi and one from Crafty. And both of them are mint. Both of them are really nice. Both looking really good. Right then, ladies and gents, we're going to call it a wrap.
Well, mine have stopped growing, mate. They flew and now they're shit.
What is the biggest one you got now?
65.
Now they literally stopped at about 45.
Paul, I can tell you right now, mate, it would go into the Kawari Mono.
Investigators are seeking to unravel the most.
I think I did answer your question earlier, Paul.
Deutz Metallic Aragoki Ojba. Going to the bin.
it would go into the Kawari Mono.
That's one of our best sellers, mate. That sort of shit. That's how I make a living. Stuff like that.
Yeah, there we go then, ladies and gents. That is it for this week. We're going to next week going to do the Benny Ginga with the Benny Kumonru, which should be interesting to see some Benny Kumonru again.
Benny, come on, Ryu.
Come on, Ryu. Come on, Ryu, do.
Until next week, then, ladies and gents. Usual thing. If you've been enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favor. Like, share, subscribe, and tell a friend. Till next time, keep smiling, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good night, all.
Are we coming back later? Check in.
Say what?
Cricket back.
Advert break. I don't want to be sat on my own.
This has been one hell of an experience. Have a look at that. Change in the garden. Made a little seated area. Into the little bush. So you can sit inside. The other pond.